theorists and they dismiss this. Come and dismiss it. When you go on the ground, what is taking place? Go to the markets, the supermarkets. Look at what's happening there. This nation of Jamaica, that is, and the Kwashi Oka and the walking around half naked and naked is lying leaders. A number of them will come and they say, oh, these are conspiracy theories, and they dismiss. Well, dismiss this. Come and dismiss it. When you go on the ground, what is taking place? Go to the markets, the supermarkets. Look at what's happening there. And if you think you see anything yet, look at how it's going to play itself out this year. And it is going to get worse. So all this so-called sustainable UN development goals, I will tell you, they have no interest in real food security. Notice the adjective there, real, authentic. And what we have are leaders who are beholden to the beast system, some of them out of ignorance. But the truth be told, none of them in Jamaica can truthfully plea ignorance, because God has raised up watchmen and women in Jamaica to the point where they literally have developed a hatred for us. They loathe us. In some instances, even abhor us. Yes, hate us with a passion.
That's true.
Because we're just speaking the truth. They have attempted in many ways to to malign our character, yes, malign our character and so on, so that people would not listen.
Mm-hmm.
But it's playing out. And this is one of the most serious existential realities for many, many reasons. Number one, the whole matter of so-called sovereignty. Let me say it. So-called, we like to walk around squaring our shoulders, eh? And I'm talking about the politicians. Mm-hmm. Walk around, oh, we are a sovereign nation. Sovereign where? And we can't feed ourselves? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Making big speeches and all of that. Sovereign where?
Yes, Andrew Honest, are you matter?
No nation that is not able to feed itself
can't talk about sovereignty.
Is sovereign.
None. Not even one.
Kwashi Okande walking around half naked and naked and with your bones and so. It's more than that. Then you're looking now at the cost of basic items.
Basic.
So that where you would say, okay, I will go to the Bend-Down market, right? That's the roadside, or I'll go to Coronation and so on. Mm-hmm. The prices are ridiculous. Like, you don't know where to turn.
Ridiculous.
You don't know where to turn. I don't have to tell you about Gungo. I don't have to tell you about Chocho. You know about Chocho, Lady J? Yes, I do. Okay, right? I don't have to tell you about the cost of those things. And I'm going basic without talking even. Notice I didn't say chicken. You know? Notice I did not say fish. Notice I'm not calling those things.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Another story.
Good night. Good night.
I would not dare say mutton. Mutton.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. This is just the intro. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah, man. This discussion tonight is going to be a very, very to the matter and the issues and the facts. Yeah. This is a call to action from the people of Jamaica. All right. Call to action. Let's go.
Right? So I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about planting. Look at planting. One finger planting. Look at not ripe banana, green banana. Right? Look at the cost for green banana. Huh? So now, these things, not in large quantities, are available. But you have to sit there and wish them well. People may have to know, we see cases where a person just buy a few fingers. I saw this man recently. It's just a few fingers.
Never
a banana,
lie.
green banana. You can't buy one hand.
Never lie. Never
buy
lie.
which one hand a banana? Can't afford
buy
it.
one.
Few fingers.
Mm-hmm.
So, famine is playing itself out now. Now, there's more. So I'm showing you. So the places where you say and get a good deal or a bargain, you can't really, it's everywhere you turn.
Yeah.
That's what's really happening.
Yeah.
Then you may go somewhere and the thing is reasonable, but then if you don't have discerning eyes, you'll buy it. But upon further examination, you realize that it looks like carrot, but it's not the real carrot. It looks like banana, but it's not real banana. And when I say not real, meaning it's not organic. It's GMO. So it's a little bit more reasonable. Much more, I would say. The potato or whatever it is. But it's GMO. So you are now forced to eat garbage or poison. Because you have to eat something. Man have to eat something.
Mighty God.
Famine. And then the time is coming now when already it's happening, but it's going to be worse, where you're seeing empty shelves. Have you seen how many shelves where they are not empty, they are sparsely popular? People now are going to be forced to eat anything. They are actually at that point, but it's going to get worse.
Right.
Clipping of wings. And among the actions we did mention, visa revocation. And we ain't seen anything yet, because high profile persons, and I'm now speaking prophetically, only inside information I have is that which has been released from the throne room above. So God is going to be using the United States to discipline this island of Jamaica. Not just Jamaica, a number of other islands. And remember, all the leaders in the Caribbean basin, or CARICOM in particular, they are tantamount to pawns. That's a prophetic word that was released also a couple days ago. Tantamount to pawns. And they're going to be manipulated. Number of them are going to be knocked over.
Listen up.
It's just a matter of time.
Just a matter of time.
The only thing that can save them is repentance, starting with Jamaica.
Mighty God.
So as things unfold, it's not just about Greenland, which we will talk about at some point in time. It's not just about the Middle East. It's not just about Venezuela and so on, and perhaps Cuba, and later on Colombia, and the possibility of Mexico and so on. Not just that.
More than that.
God will be disciplining this beleaguered nation, and then on top of it, there will be natural disasters.
Wow.
Major one coming as well.
Wow.
So this again is a clarion call for the nation of Jamaica to repent. 3 consecutive days of national mourning, fasting, prayer, and repentance. Get your act together. As a nation, we have to put our foot down. We have to put our feet down and say, listen, we're going to stand for righteousness.
Yes.
Picnic a picnic.
Yes.
A child is a child.
Right.
We must let them know in the school, talking about distributing condom in schools. Huh? Distributing what condom in school? Picnic go to school to learn them lessons.
Simple.
Them academics.
That's right.
We never get time for sex.
That's right.
And we, as a nation, have to say to them, when you go to school, focus on your book, your lessons.
Yes.
And if any of you is caught in those activities, you shall be dealt with accordingly.
Right.
We must get back to the basics. And then we have children having children, and we go now and shoot them down like bird. The police force we're talking about, under the instruction of politicians. 300 and odd young men killed last year. And now we have, in 7 days at the time, in January, 11 killed. And now how many we have? This is now day 15. How many of our young men have been slaughtered already? And we go around and say, oh, we are going to fix family. Fix what kind of family? Listen, man, that is why we need righteous leaders at the helm of Jamaica. Not unrighteous leaders. We need righteous leaders, and that is why the Lord has instructed us to observe 3 consecutive days of national mourning, fasting, prayer, and repentance. By or before 2027, there will be a new Jamaica. Watch what God is going to be doing in this year, this 2026, paving the way for 2027. Heads are going to roll. Watch what's going to happen. Persons who are now in power, they won't know what hit them. In the same way, Maduro didn't know what hit him. And I am not saying I supported the way in which he was removed. But when God gets ready, you got to move. And so I'm making this point. Those who are calling for decriminalizing sex among minors, I say to you, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. If you want to go and find an island somewhere and go and live there and make up your own laws, that's fine. But don't come here in Jamaica and endanger our children and try and cause chaos, because that's really what you want to do. The devil is a liar. Take care of yourself. Get it right. Any nation that is going to successfully counter this kind of unconventional warfare, which is where the world is now, the position where the world is now at, will have to be underpinned by God through born-again believers. Because only the prayers of the saints, the praise as in the time of Jehoshaphat, as in the time of Joshua, the prayers, the praise, the worship, as in the time of the apostles. We saw what happened with Peter and others. It is as we dig deep that God is going to be showing us
the
end.
I want to talk about keep your life engaged. I want to, yo, TikTok need to, Uncle Mark, big up. Oh, big up everybody upon your life. I talk about keep your life engaged. I'm going to turn over my camera and see if you're not engaged. Man, look on my ceiling. See my ceiling there. Yeah, man, see my ceiling there. See if you're not engaged now. I want to TikTok. TikTok bill, you know. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, good day, good afternoon, good morning, good night, good everything. Anyway, there in our world. It's your brother Bolo is in. And we're there in our space. Alright? Yeah, man, we're live right now. As you can see. As you can see. We have a corruption crisis. We have a corruption crisis. And I'm saying, you know, a lot of these individuals in government, I really believe that we're going to have a situation where we can't really, what have I said? Well, then again, sure. Let me appeal that and see what them I say, man. Anyway, I was live earlier and I was playing the Dr. Das thing. Some people might not have saw me live, but the corruption in this country is gone to a level where, I mean, the country is hemorrhaging. You know, it is reaching a point where it's like, yo, we can't really ignore the problem. There's just no way that we could do that. You understand? It's too bad. It's too bad, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, let me play this. Alright, let me play this. Oh, here we go.
With Jack then. But
Dr. Alfred does. Alright. Oh, so this one came before. Oh, okay.
tongues have been wagging following the publication of the Auditor General's report into the procurement practices at the University Hospital of the West Indies. If you want to know how deep the rabbit hole goes, you will want to tune in this Sunday, where we explore UC on life support. Join me then. Tongues have been wagging following the publication of the Auditor General's report into the procurement practices at the University Hospital of the West Indies. If you want to know how deep the rabbit hole goes, you will want to tune in this Sunday, where we explore UC on life support. Join me then.
On here, ladies and gentlemen, UC on life support, all right? Mighty God. And then, of course, you know, he followed that up with this, just to clear the air.
I have no affiliation with Jack then.
Right.
But they knew this. A quick search at the company's office would have shown that I am not a director or shareholder, nor have I.
No, ladies and gentlemen. What you have to understand, what you have to understand from the context of this that are watching that might not know what is going on. This is Dr. Alfred Giles. He is the opposition spokesperson on the health ministry. All right. There's a Auditor General report that came out, a very damning one on the health ministry. Because, yeah, I think I really need to put context to it, because, you know, everybody doesn't know what's actually going on, yeah? So, let me just put some context to it. Alright, this is a discussion surrounding that, but I don't need to play it from there. I can go to the original to give you a context with the Auditor General's report. You see me? TVJ talked about it. Alright. Just a few days ago. Auditor General report came out. Wow, this is definitely one I'll have to add to the queue. I think somebody wanna say something on TikTok. Big up the Supreme Court with the Royal Reid case. Big up Ono. Alright. Ono go on good, man, not lie. Big up the nurse them for come out and talk up the things them. Although we see them a try to do some type of PR around that. Good luck with that to them with them PR. You can't PR rats and no bed and one nurse to 50 patients. You can't PR your way around that. Alright? That's not PRable. That's not PRable at all. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here's one of the videos on the whole situation.
A very good evening to you and welcome to All Angles. My name is Andrea Chisholm and I'm filling in for Dion. Now, for the first half of the program, we're going to be talking about some of the key findings and recommendations of the Auditor General's report. And it speaks about the procurement practices of the University Hospital of the West Indies. And later in the program, for the second half of the show, we're going to talk about the controversial enhanced gains. It allows athletes to use performance-enhancing drugs. But we're going to start off with the Auditor General's report. And on Tuesday, the University Hospital of the West Indies, that information was made public. So we're going to be jumping right in. We don't have time to go through every single details, but we're going to be picking out some of the highlights. My guests this evening are Dr. Gavin Mars, the new Principal Director of the National Integrity Action NIA, and the Executive Director of the Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal, JAM, Jeanette Calder. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us. Well, the audit focused on the University Hospital of the West Indies, as we all know, and it covered the period from the start of the fiscal year in 2019 to the end of the fiscal year in March 2025. So let's pull out one of the key findings. The Auditor General found that 51 contracts valuing $521 million that the University Hospital could not provide any procurement documentation. Let's start with you, Ms. Calder. Why is that problematic?
First and foremost, it's a breach of a law. Those laws have been put in place by our parliamentarians or elected representatives for the very purpose of recognizing and acknowledging the sacrifice that you have public officials who you have entrusted are abusing the authority that they have, but also the opportunity to spend in a way that can benefit you. And they do it with a disregard for the laws that are there to actually protect your assets and to help you to deliver the best services possible. Then there's just a lot of concerns. There's a breakdown of trust. And the bottom line is it just affects the quality of our lives. And Andrea, let me be clear. We've talked about this from time to time. This kind of discussion is not new for me, but it is really particularly hurtful. And I had a difficult day reading the report, particularly because it was the Ministry of Health and Wellness. So when we have these kind of reports coming in about any entity, it's bad. But when it is about a ministry or an entity rather that is taking care of the most vulnerable, then it becomes a little bit more heartbreaking. It's more than just the money.
Okay. Mr. Mars, you have some people who may think that the procurement rules are neither.
You hear that? It's more than just the money. This is a part of the government that deals with the most vulnerable of us. And you know, she's right. And even with the Ruel Reid case, potentially he could go to prison for fraud. Him and his wife and the other individuals that were charged and are on trial right now. And that is just the reality of it, ladies and gentlemen. It's the harsh reality. It's not something that is fake news. Yes? Like and share this video. So the point that you just made a while ago is a solid point. You know, those two areas, education and health. When you have, you know, people having the audacity and just the heartlessness to actually pilfer money from an area like that, where you're robbing from our future, you know, either way, whether it's babies being born or they're here already and they're supposed to get a good education, you know, so they can be productive citizens of the country. You know, I see individuals like that as the scum of the earth, and I'm telling you, I really want the guilty parties, whoever is guilty, every last one of them should be punished legally. I'm talking about punished. I'm talking about the harshest extent of the law that can be ruled. No sympathy, no empathy. I don't business if they came into the court. The only way they get sympathy is if God allows it. But if they are not giving their life to the Lord and answering to Him where these things are concerned and following God genuinely, then if they're still following the world and intend to do their skullduggery and their thievery and all of those things, I really want the full extent of the law to bear down on them, including God's judgment. No apology, whoever they are, whatever side they're on, whether it's PNP or JLP, I don't care. All right, let's continue.
nor there. So in the context of this major finding from the Auditor General, I'll put the same question to you. Why is it a problem?
You know, the first time I started working for the government, I was told to make sure you take care of people's money.
Yeah.
You were told from earlier that my permanent secretary, I remember, said that she's afraid to wear short pants. There was this understanding from man that is people money. People think about upon Mavis Bank, those people who work way up in the hills, who plant coffee or whatever it is, and to know that there was someone or there has been an entity for 6 years flaunting rules that would make them, if they were caught, go to jail. If someone flaunts the resources that you don't have, and it is in healthcare, something that is clear for us. So think about Mavis Bank, think about Augustown, think about any community. This hospital serves them, and to know that the resources that should serve them has been misappropriated, mishandled, and the structures and systems that have been put in place that we know as Jamaicans are there as checks and balances have been flaunted, it hurt. Personally hurt.
Yeah, man, you have to take that personal. And this is the new head of the NIA. That's the brother right there. And I didn't even know that he was in politics. Kurt, what's now you doing? Blessings. Who else is in the building? Let me know where you guys are watching from. Say hi back, and give me a high five by hitting the like button and sharing this with 5 people. Let's go.
Move on to one of the other key findings. The report also spoke about the fact that the UHWI frequently started the procurement process. So they began the procurement process after the goods and the services were already delivered. And we have some graphics to put this in greater context. So they bought things like 41 laptops, renovated the staff clinic, occupational building, doctor's quarters, and daycare nursery, painting works and Wi-Fi building renovation, and all of that totaled $69.2 million. Dr. Mike, let me just throw that one over
Friend
to
and
you.
company. It sounds like friend and company sound like connected.
Bing,
it
bing,
sounds
bing,
like
bing, bing.
there were decisions being made through things that we have no understanding of. The procurement rules does speak about how do you procure things.
And 1 second, let me just lose the graphic on the screen at this moment so that we can hear what Dr. Mize is saying, because that is another issue that we're going to be moving on to. So yes, back to you, Dr. Mize.
So it's this understanding that friend and company should not be involved. There's some form of arms length. The procurement rules are there. We have been trained. And even at my low level when I worked in government, we understand about procurement. We knew that before we procured, you did the systematic approach to this. So understanding now that there are persons who made rules in some way that to ensure that things happen. So there's the timeliness of procurement that is not happening. They ensure that there's property, that there's value for money. These things, we just don't know what happens. And not knowing makes us...
Shout out to Bright Ideas. Hey, me I tell you, Bright Ideas, one bunch of criminal them, you know?
Us wary, at the very least. Not knowing, it should make us uncomfortable.
Of course.
Have you ever seen this before?
I'm so glad you asked me that. I'm sure because let me tell you guys, I've been
Yo, look at her face. She's like, yo, I'm so glad you asked me that. All right, have you ever seen this before? Guys, listen to her response. She's very locked into the Auditor General reports. This is the lady that's at JAMP, Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal. Yeah, man, you guys should visit the website, yeah? Good.
paying attention to procurement for a long time. While I was in government, just procuring myself as the director of the Technical Services Unit at the Ministry of Housing, serving on the National Contracts Committee, where part of my responsibility was to ensure that the process of procurement went well. I have been reading Auditor General's reports, Contractor General reports, and this one is new. And why is it new? I mean, I thought I've seen it all, but just think about it in Jamaica. It's not just a matter of the procurement rules. It's a level of deceit that is bothersome. You have already procured the 41 laptops. You've got them. It's been supplied. And then you take the time after that to begin to send out invitations to bid to the person who has already delivered them and to other bidders. It's an act of pretense and it is deceit. And that I have never come across before.
So it's like a situation.
So these criminals that are in these areas of having to deal with the government, they are definitely enhancing their level of criminality. But it's being exposed. God is not sleeping, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a 9-day wonder, you know. You understand? This is not, and this is all happening under an Andrew Holness-led government. Let us be clear. What is he doing about it? Is he doing anything? Like and share this video, ladies and gentlemen. All you got to do is hit that little thing up there at the top of the screen for the ones on YouTube. There's a thumbs up button, right? A thumbs up button. Yeah, a symbol. Hit that. Thank you so much. 5 people just hit the like button. Hey, that's what's up, man. I appreciate that. So all you gotta do is hit that button or double tap the screen like you do on TikTok. If you're watching from your phone, all you have to do is double tap the screen like on TikTok, right? You double tap the screen. If you're watching from your computer and you're watching my YouTube page, then you'll be able to hit the like button even easier on the laptop. So help your brother out. It's free, and it's the weekend, so you know what I mean. The Cash App is there, ladies and gentlemen. DH7220. Paul Chin is the name. Yes. Go ahead and bless up the Cash App. All right, let's continue. Bless up the PayPal and bless up the Zelle as well. My YouTubers. TikTok, y'all know what to do, man.
And just to break it down, for example, I buy a fridge in my house, for example, and it's after I buy that, I'm going to get the invoice and the quotation.
And you're asking people, supply me with a fridge, please, but the fridge is there, and then you're putting documentation together, and contracts are being postdated to give the...
Do you hear that? You are telling people to, I need a fridge when the fridge is already there. Listen, this is what the report is saying. This is some hell of a deceit and thievery, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll come across before.
So it's like a situation, just to break it down. For example, I buy a fridge in my house, for example, and it's after I buy that, I'm going to get the invoice and the quotation.
And you're asking people, supply me with a fridge, please, but the fridge is there, and then you're putting documentation together, and contracts are being postdated to give the appearance that it had been done correctly, which means...
So the contracts are being post-dated to let it seem as if it's aligned with the actual receival of the document. No, Jamaica. This is really bad. This is really, really bad, guys. This is not no small time stuff. This is some big time criminality right here. This another look at debit. This was premeditated skullduggery of its highest order. These people need to be locked up. I'm talking about severe punishment. Really start look into them financials, so we can get them documents and get them stuff that needs to be gotten. Because no, we can't continue like this, Jamaica. We simply cannot.
Really know how to do it, Andrea. I've never seen that before.
Wow.
It's deliberated, it is premeditated, and it is deceitful.
Exactly.
So let me stay with you, Ms. Calder. So the Auditor General's report by itself on the UHWI is damning. But when taken in the context of the tardiness in financial reporting by the Health Ministry, for example, how is the issue magnified?
Definitely. I mean, JAMP has reported almost a year ago about our concerns that we read about 11 Auditor General's reports looking at the various ministries who have been tardy in providing financial reports, and the Ministry of Health was one such. It was last $829 billion. The annual report was tabled yesterday, so we'll be able to check to see if it has increased. But that's almost $1 trillion, and we're looking at almost 10, 11 years. So I'm just asking the Jamaican people.
$1 trillion. $1 trillion. You're telling me that there's people out there that possibly turn into millionaires overnight through this process. No, man, people asset needs to be seized, man. A high level of fraud.
To recognize what is happening. If you have given a ministry $829 billion, and you have no idea how it has been spent. There's a budget, which is a law. By the way, Andrea, I never known the budget was a law a couple years ago, okay? So it's legislation. Yes, it's legislation. It's not just a budget. Parliament passed a law. And we have no idea whether you have adhered to anything in that for the last 10 years. We have no clue whether or not money have been misappropriated. We just don't know. Because
so you're telling me that $1 trillion, right? We don't have a clue whether or not it was stolen? We can't verify whether or not the money was stolen or it was used appropriately. Like, guys, do you understand? I'm just repeating it for it to soak in. I understand what she's saying. Because the last time, you know what they did? They tried to come at this lady, the other day, you see nationwide, you see Uno forever gonna get exposed. All the day, man. One by one, you see? One by one. Trust me, all is going to be revealed. Uno? Huh. Tell your boy. Listen to what the lady has said.
If you have given a ministry 820...
Patrick, good night, my brother. How you doing, man? Big up yourself. Guys, thank you for sharing the live. Real rich, big up, respect. Angela, the whole team on TikTok, like and share.
$9 billion. And you have no idea how it has been spent. There's a budget, which is a law. By the way, Andrea, I never known the budget was a law a couple years ago, okay? So it's legislation. Yes, it's legislation. It's not just a budget. Parliament passed a law. And we have no idea whether you have adhered to anything in that for the last 10 years. We have no clue whether or not money have been misappropriated. We just don't know, because the financial reports are the fundamental safeguard to protect the people's funds and assets. So if
How is this acceptable? How is Christopher Tufton still having a job? When have you ever heard somebody working for somebody and for 10 years they can't prove to them whether or not they have been misappropriating their money or they have been using it? Guys, you lose your job instantly. In any real democracy, there's no way Christopher Tufton still has a job. This is a banana republic. This is a banana republic. And they want us to trust them? What well-thinking Jamaican can trust these people? I'm going to play it again. Understand what she's saying, guys. And let me slow it down too, because it's kind of fast, you know. Because I did speed it up. Let me slow it down. Let me slow it down to normal speed. Listen to what Miss Calder is saying. This is a summary of the gravity of the situation that we're facing, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this.
the budget was a lot. And you have no idea. That's almost $1 trillion. And we're looking at almost, 10, 11 years? So I'm just asking the Jamaican people to recognize what is happening. If you have given a ministry 800 and...
Oh, sorry, this is a TikTok moment. Sorry. This is a TikTok moment. Let's go to when she's actually asked her the question. This is a TikTok moment. This is a TikTok moment, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe I almost missed it. I almost missed it, guys. I'm losing it, man.
Fridge in my house, for example, and it's after by the
and it is deceit. And that I have never come across before.
So it's a...
All right. Shout out to this young lady. All right. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we have Miss Janet Cardler on all angles. I want you guys to listen to what was said right here. Very important, this part of it. Listen to this. This is a TikTok moment. Like and share.
Like a situation, just to break it down. For example, I buy a fridge in my house, for example, and it's after I buy that, I'm going to get the invoice and the quotation.
And you're asking people, supply me with a fridge, please, but the fridge is there. And then you're putting documentation together and contracts are being post-dated to give the appearance that it had been done correctly, which means you really know how to do it, Andrea. I've never seen that before. It's deliberated, it is premeditated, and it is deceitful.
My God.
So let me stay with you, Ms. Calder. So the Auditor General's report by itself on the UHWI is damning. But when taken in the context of the tardiness in financial reporting by the Health Ministry, for example, how is the issue magnified?
Definitely. I mean, JAMP has reported almost a year ago about our concerns that we read about 11 Auditor General's reports looking at the various ministries who have been tardy in providing financial reports. And the Ministry of Health was one such. It was last $829 billion. The annual report was tabled yesterday. So we'll be able to check to see if it has increased. But that's almost $1 trillion. And we're looking at almost, 10, 11 years? So I'm just asking the Jamaican people to recognize what is happening. If you have given a ministry $829 billion, and you have no idea how it has been spent. There's a budget, which is a law. By the way, Andrea, I never known the budget was a law a couple years ago, okay? So it's legislation. Yes, it's legislation. It's not just a budget. Parliament passed a law. And we have no idea whether you have adhered to anything in that for the last 10 years. We have no clue whether or not money have, been misappropriated. We just don't know, because the financial reports are the fundamental safeguard to protect the people's funds and assets. So if the ministry for so long hasn't been providing them, it means an Auditor General cannot double check. And do you notice now that she's double checking what she's finding? So guys, let's be honest here. If it's human nature, if I know, Doc, that you're not gonna come and check, what do you think is gonna happen to the people who are monitoring our money? It's gonna be difficult. So it's extremely important that we begin to get those reports in.
All right, let's leave it there for...
Ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine working for a boss and not being able to show the boss the proper documentation that you used his money for what you said you used his money for. And to make it worse, the business is failing. The business of healthcare is failing in this country. We have to demand the resignation of Christopher Tufton under this circumstance. Yes, it's a TikTok moment, guys. I told you it's a TikTok moment. Moving on. Moving on. That is the gravity of the situation. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
In the meantime, UHWI leadership, the board said identifies weaknesses that reflect arising from the AG report to the relevant authorities, including the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Fraud Squad and Jamaica Customs. It further notes that the AG report identifies weaknesses that reflect long-standing procedural gaps and legacy practices that developed. Investigation is underway following a damning Auditor General report into the procurement practices at the University Hospital of the West Indies. In a statement last night, the UHWI's board confirmed that the hospital had reported specific matters arising from the AG report to the relevant authorities, including the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Fraud Squad and Jamaica Customs. It further notes that the AG report identifies weaknesses that reflect long-standing procedural gaps and legacy practices that developed over several administrative periods, predating both the current board and the current executive leadership. The board says prior to its tabling, the process had begun to strengthen the hospital's governance, improve documentation, and reinforcing oversight across the facility. In the meantime, UHWI board member Eric Husson has been appointed acting CEO of the facility. This as the current CEO, Fitzgerald Mitchell, will
Mr. Fitzgerald Mitchell. The same Fitzgerald Mitchell where Andre Stevens asked some serious question last night on Panaja TV. And Ramsey, what's going on? I knew I remember that name. We're going to get to those questions, innit?
proceed on 3 months leave. In its statement, the board noted that this decision was taken both to address an extensive leave backlog and to facilitate the independent conduct of the reviews and processes now underway without any perception of influence.
My God.
To more details on the Auditor General's report, the AG noted that the audit was conducted as part of a broader initiative titled Ensuring Value for Money in Public Health Procurement.
Right.
It evaluated how the UHWI managed its procurement activities in light of increased allocation for equipment and supplies from the Ministry of Health. Alia Bryant has the details.
According to the Auditor General's report, of the 800 procurement activities valued at over 1.6 billion, which were reported to the Integrity Commission in the UHWI's 2024 quarterly reports, only 20 were published on the Government of Jamaica's electronic procurement platform. It further lists among the areas of concern the fact the hospital could not provide procurement documentation for 51 contracts valuing $521 million.
Yo, just make that sink in. You couldn't give your boss documentation, proper procedure, right? Imagine you, all right, let me say it this way. You know, the type of potential of crime that can be committed in this instance, ladies and gentlemen. Let me say it that way then. Do you guys understand the level of criminality that can be achieved when this is the reality in your healthcare system or in any ministry? Imagine the person that is responsible for this, or the persons that are responsible for this. Imagine the level of kickback potentially in their own pockets that they could get, ladies and gentlemen, for this level of criminality. This is a crime, you know. There's a law in place, you know, for procurement, you know. Don't make nobody fool, you know. This is a crime, you know, a fraud investigation, this, you know. So just imagine, you see them big bucks where the man them a chop? 521 million, and how much money them a use? Our tax dollars, Jamaica. Our hard-earned tax dollars. Wouldn't it be nice for us to benefit from our own tax dollars? Like when Hurricane Melissa come on a build back some people house instead of me say $75,000 them a give people. You know, say sometimes I even like talk about certain things. You know, say I am so over the Hurricane Melissa victim thing. It's like Jamaica. If you don't realize what it is, like I don't even know what to say to y'all anymore, bro. If you don't see clearly what you're dealing with this government, how they have treated you after Hurricane Melissa, I don't know what to tell you. How is it that this look like friend and company business? And this is happening under the same government that can't afford to give people real, well, not can afford, refuse to give people real help that has been damaged by Hurricane Melissa. Their lives have been turned upside down. Why is it we can't see real help from the government, guys, where that is concerned? Talk to me, no man. Make it make sense, no man. Christopher Wagwan, big up yourself, you know, bro. Zane, man, I tell you, boy.
The entity also inappropriately utilized its tax-exempt status to import goods for private companies, which is a clear breach of the Customs Act.
Hear there? Tax invasion, you know? Tax fraud, that, you know? Mighty God.
This resulted in over $20 million in unpaid import duties. The report gives as an example UHWI using its tax-exempt status to import laundry equipment valued at approximately $28 million for private company 1. The hospital also facilitated the import of office furniture and medical equipment valued at $40.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain to you the level of criminality that you're hearing. So I have a company, right? You, as the government, right? You bring in stuff for me without me have to pay the tax. I'm already benefiting, right? As a company, because you bring it in for me without me have to pay tax. And then you turn around and buy it from me. Who loses, ladies and gentlemen? The person where you buy it from win twice, you know. That's a double whammy, you know. I didn't pay tax on it, so it increases my profit off the product. And you wonder why these deals don't have proper procurement. Because the data would be there, right, to show how erroneous this is in real time. In real time, because it would be on the website, innit? They're supposed to have this digitalized on the website, you know. You know that? Man, listen, bro.
$0.6 million for private company 2, as well as cups and dishes worth $1.41 million. The institution subsequently purchased the cups and dishes from private company 3 for a price of $6.9 million. It further notes the UHWI enabled the import of 40 waste bins for private company 4 worth $6.6 million and then purchased the bins for $11 million and covered the remaining import duties and charges.
Wow.
The AG's report notes that in its initial management response in August 2025, UHWI confirmed that it had ceased facilitating imports for private entities using its tax-exempt status. Now, the hospital further acknowledged that this practice violated public trust and procurement law. It adds.
This practice violates public what? Trust and procurement what? Law. These two things are equally important. We can't trust them, ladies and gentlemen. Christopher Tufton need to resign. Christopher Tufton need to resign. Who is this person? Yeah, idiot. Stick around. Yeah, idiot. Watch when Dr. Daz roll out the tape on you tomorrow. Mighty God. We need a divine intervention. We're tired of the labor right. We're tired of the green people and we are suffer. We need your help. The man is destroying our healthcare system. Huh? Man a gone on leave for 3 months. When big old investigation and this a go and turn up in a heat of fire, boy, where you going? Fitzgerald Mitchell, where are you going? Donovan,
that this practice violated public trust and procurement law. It adds that in October.
I just want to say that. I just want to show that again. This practice violate public trust and procurement law. Who for government this up, man? Let the record state the JLP. Criminal activity. This is criminal activity. Procurement what? Law. Criminal activity seems to happen regularly and at some alarming amounts of rate that cost the taxpayers them hard-earned dollars. $521 million worth added to the trillions already unaccounted for with this government. Prime Minister office included, health care, education ministry, health ministry. These are facts. Like and share this video, guys. Procurement law violation. Law. Criminal.
This practice violated public trust and procurement law. It adds that in October 2025, UHWI reiterated its acceptance of the findings pending further investigations and stated it was seeking the most suitable measures to prevent a recurrence of such activities.
Its acceptance of the findings pending further investigation and stated it was seeking the most suitable measures to prevent. Listen to me. Nobody in UHWI can be trusted to do this investigation. Nobody in the Ministry of Health and in the government of Jamaica should be overseeing this investigation. We need independent investigation. None of them can be trusted. You know why? Because of the first statement. They violated public trust and procurement law. And if you want to gain back our trust, get out of the way of justice. Step aside and let the investigation go independently. Step aside. Step aside. Don't try to cover up anything and use an influence. Andre, our name, Andre, not even should have been Prime Minister, but if him run for Prime Minister, that means he would have never resign. But he should, for many reasons. This is happening under his watch. They want to act as if they have things under control. You get me? Oh, crime is down, all of this crap. And the economy has grown 5.something%. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Yes? That's what they want to do, you know. To create this facade, this mirage, this illusion. This is the reason why none of them should be involved in the investigation. The trust barrier is already broken. Years and years it's happening for, and nothing changed. If you wanted to change it, you would change it already. Ladies and gentlemen, Are you going to sit in a relationship with a spouse that cheats on you 11 years straight and tell her 11 years say I'm sorry and him a go fix it? Or she's sorry and she go fix it? Are you going to sit around in a relationship where your partner is unfaithful to you for 11 years? What can go so? We need a divorce, ladies and gentlemen, of this government. We need to divorce this government. Immediate annulment. All of them need to go. Every last one of them. See 2 senior members there now. Huh? 2 senior members will soon go there too. Because me I tell you, one by one they'll be going to jail. Me say, hey, Rasta, hey, me I tell you that, hey, Doctor, hey. Damian Crawford, what a utterance, man. One by one they'll be going to jail. One by one they'll be going to jail. What a utterance. That one they come straight from the throne I most high. Exactly, Donovan. How ridiculous. I was listening to to Colin Bell, because you know I have to get my finance arguments from Ralston, you know. The best in the Caribbean, you know. The best financial commentator and analyst in the Caribbean, you know. Ralston, you know. Anything to do with economics, me go check and do my little search, you know, and verify, you know. You understand what I say? I may encourage you to do the same. Right? But let's continue.
It adds that in October 2025, UHWI reiterated its acceptance of the findings pending further investigations and stated it was seeking the most suitable measures to prevent a recurrence of such activities. Other red flags highlighted in the report: UHWI frequently initiated the procurement process after goods or services had already been delivered or works completed. This was the case for the purchase of 41 laptops and renovations to several facilities, including the staff clinic, occupational building, doctor's quarters, daycare nursery, wards 17 to 20, and the Wi-Fi building. The total estimated value of these projects amounted to $69.2 million.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is where layering happens and overlapping. You heard what I said? This is where layering happens and overlapping in terms of the money. Imagine you renovating somewhere twice, 3 times, collecting for it, collecting overpricing the procurement, right? Overpricing the procurement and then doubling it. You know how much money, yo. Mighty God.
Suppliers were asked to bid after the goods or services had been provided, another clear breach of the Procurement Act. The Auditor General is recommending UHWI should prioritize the development and submission of an annual procurement plan that complies with the standards stipulated in the Government of Jamaica's Public Procurement Handbook to enhance accountability and transparency in light of significant financial allocations. It says the hospital must promptly finalize and submit all outstanding financial statements and annual reports to the Ministry of Health. The AG also suggests that the ministry should intensify its oversight of UHWI's activities by ensuring the timely submission of all required reports. Aliyah Bryant, TVJ News.
So guys, that is the reason why. So you saw the labor that came in the chat a while ago. I hope they're still here. Talking about what Dr. Dawes have things to answer to. You know, let me just
Right, and that is one of the reasons why.
let me just show you a high level of disgrace, ladies and gentlemen, from this TikToker. I mean, this is so bad I had to share. Listen to this. This is Ali Barrett. Listen to this.
She didn't know the fuck she a saying up. Them for last suitor. See ya? Very fucking dunce.
Dunce
Be
bad.
a fucking shit up.
As PMP member of parliament, please step forward, and also when you're coming, please carry Dennis Gordon with you. Now, Dr. Dawes, what I want you to explain to me is how come we have not had a press conference from you yet? Remember, you're the king of press conference when you want to come forward and act like you want to call out the Minister of Health. But
hold on. We have a blood that hey, you for fuck off in a piece of shit. You for fuck off now, you know. You have opposition for all the government accountable. Where she come from the other day, she don't push up all the color thinking
I
about
true,
herself,
man. I true.
And I be a fuck with your talk.
Be a foolishness.
Hear this. Hear this.
how come we have not had a press conference since we have received the UHWI report and the two pieces of that report showing that a PMP member of parliament has a company that would have been a beneficiary to the millions that would have been paid out fraudulently?
So she knows you're a fraud. Where did the fraud happen? Under which administration? Under which minister of government? This is what you call selective outrage and disgraceful selective outrage and false selective outrage. This is false, disgraceful selective outrage, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. You know, I have to think, I have to believe that this lady is getting paid. She has to be a paid operative, because for you to come on the internet and make a buffoon of yourself, I'm talking about 100%. You are making an ass of yourself. The last part where she said kill her argument, you know. So hold on, she thinks that we as persons that support the PMP is gonna support Dr. Alfred Dawes if he's a criminal. You think so we're gonna support Dennis Gordon if he's a criminal? You think so we would support Dr. Alfred Dawes being the Minister of Health while these things happen under him? He would have to resign. Do these people remember what Mark Golding did? And a lot of people blame him because he stood on principle, because the seat that Mr. Wicker McNeil was in, you know, the gentleman that Mark Golding moved was there. A lot of people blame Mark Golding for losing that seat, you know, because they didn't want the man to move. But what happened? Mark Golding had to make sure he stood on principle, as he's a man of principle and integrity. Do you think that a minister of government, Christopher Tufton, you think these could happen under his ministry for 10 years in government, and Mark Golding make him still be the Minister of Health after a third term? Miss, whenever it happened, Dr. Dawes, if Dr. Dawes was the Minister of Health and he was found to be complicit in any manner, whether by indirect or direct negligence or inactivity or activity in the situation, he would have been fired by Mark Golding. So why your government now fired Christopher Tufton? Why you now focus on that, the energy there? You figure say your government is fraud up under? You figure say your government responsible for the tax dollars, not the People's National Party? This is selective, disgraceful outrage. You should be ashamed of yourself. Coming out here and then Dennis Gordon will deal with that, because them the man in the play now. Yeah man, Dennis Gordon will deal with you. And all the others. You will get the answers you're looking for. And again, I don't support nobody that is in any criminal activity, PMP or otherwise. You got to go. If a prison time, if a seize assets, get back with money from them, whatever it takes, man, for justice, man. All right? Don't matter. We don't care. So now try to strike political points when this is a matter of principle. We don't have no integrity. You guys are enemy to the country. Coming out after Dr. Alfred Dawes with lies. Huh? Listen to this.
PMP member of parliament has a company that would have been a
PMP member of parliament has a company that would have been a beneficiary of
beneficiary to the millions that would have been paid out fraudulently.
So fraudulent money was paid out by a JLP government to a company that a PMP MP have some ownership in. Where's the root cause of the problem? Where is the root cause of the problem? And this is what you are saying. I'm not saying that. But I just want people to understand the foolishness that is coming out of this lady mouth. The rubbish. Mighty God of Daniel. These people are not credible, you know? These people are not credible.
So who paid out millions fraudulently?
Exactly.
Uncle thing the reporter talk about. Remember, Dwayne Smith get things to buy. I remember, you know, if UWI get a waiver, nobody business with that. And then Uncle thing them talk about 4 company, you know, people. The 4 company what they talk about, 4 say the waiver, UWI bring in something and then sell things to these company. Then use them waiver power bring in things. That have nothing to do with the company.
Okay.
Then you're not red. If me go and buy something from Birds and then get waiver.
You don't understand that? So she a try to blame the consumer and not the person who has spent the money wrong. And listen what the elder say, listen what the teacher say. Because that yo, me I tell you, say, this is funny.
A company that would have been a beneficiary to the millions that would have been paid out fraudulently.
So who paid out millions fraudulently?
Who let go the money? Who signed it off?
Uncle thing the reporter talk about. Remember, Dwayne Smith get things to buy. I remember, you know, if UWI get a waiver, nobody business with that. And then Uncle thing them talk about 4 company, you know, people. The 4 company what they talk about, 4 say the waiver, UWI bring in something and then sell things to these company. Then use them waiver power bring in things. That have nothing to do with the company.
Thank you.
Them they're not red. If me go and buy something from Birds and then get waiver, what the fuck? What me have to do with Birds? If me buy parts? Nothing. But them not get no money and out to them, so we get lawsuit and they're nasty to us.
You think I joke? The money not come to the company. The money not come to the company. And the government spend the money. I go at our tax dollars. That's why we are talking about it. You understand? Lona, what's up? Hello, how you doing? Right?
She too stink.
Welcome guys.
You hear this? And
like and share the video, please.
Yeah.
And the 2 pieces of that report showing that a PMP member of parliament has a company that would have been a beneficiary to the millions that would have been paid out fraudulently.
Paid out fraudulently, them get money fraudulent. Hey, you better come up.
But you see, nobody no pay. The money was used to buy things. And there wasn't a pay out to who? The company received goods. The company never received no money. So she can't get sued for true. Very interesting. Very interesting. But we're going to move on. Let's continue. Dr. Dawes, talk to them about this, trying to pin you into this thing here. Yes?
I have no affiliation with Jack then. But they knew this. A quick search at the company's office would have shown that I am not a director or shareholder, nor have I ever been listed on any company documents. 4 years ago, I was engaged to see whether or not I would provide medical services in my capacity as a consultant general laparoscopic and bariatric surgeon at the facility. Those talks fell through. So whoever had my name up as consultant, they did not put my proper title. I not only did medical school for 5 years, I went on and I did postgraduate training, a PhD specialization in surgery. Then I went on to do a further specialization in weight loss surgery and minimally invasive or laparoscopic surgery. So therefore, I am a consultant general laparoscopic and bariatric surgeon, and that is what should have been listed along with the other medical practitioners on that screenshot being circulated. But again, they're not interested.
So bariatric surgery helps manage severe obesity by changing the stomach or intestine, leading to significant weight loss and improving health issues like type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and sleep apnea. So that is bariatric, right? Bariatric surgery. Let's play that again.
In the truth. The fact of the matter is that apart from those interactions, I have no affiliation with Jack then.
Yes.
But they knew this. A quick search at the company's office would have shown that I am not a director or shareholder, nor have I ever been listed on any company documents. 4 years ago, I was engaged to see whether or not I would provide medical services in my capacity as a consultant general laparoscopic and bariatric surgeon at the facility. Those talks fell through. So whoever had my name up as consultant, they did not put my proper title. I not only did medical school for 5 years, I went on and I did postgraduate training, a PhD specialization in surgery. Then I went on to do a further specialization in weight loss surgery and minimally invasive or laparoscopic surgery.
So it pans out what he's saying, you know, because I just looked it up. Bariatric surgery has to do with weight loss.
So therefore, I am a consultant general laparoscopic and bariatric surgeon, and that is what should have been listed along with the other medical practitioners on that screenshot being circulated. But again, they're not interested in the truth. The fact of the matter is that apart from those interactions 4 years ago, I've had no business dealings whatsoever. I have not financially benefited. I have not seen one patient at that facility. But the intention was never to see whether or not what they were putting out was true, because they knew it wasn't. What
was the intention? This is the reason why I don't really listen to the propaganda machinery of the JLP, you know, because of what he's gonna say right now.
They wanted was for me to be holding press conferences trying to clear my name and shift the conversation to whether or not I was a partner.
Bingo. Distraction. Guys, do not be distracted by the JLP propaganda machine. Now tell you know if you watch, if you don't want to watch a phone business that. But do not be distracted by the propaganda machine, yeah? Don't be distracted. That's what they do all the time. Anytime the JLP is made to look bad and them know so them can't really argue against it looking bad and it really bad, them come with a distraction to try to align the JLP to the mess. You ever hear them say misery love company? Yes, that's what the JLP propaganda machine always does. Always. It is the same MO every single time. They have not changed their spots, ladies and gentlemen. Please, don't be fooled. Don't be tricked by the JLP propaganda machine. Alright? Alright, good people? Okay, good. Let's continue.
Instead, for most of this week, I have been working on my own investigation that had actually started along with the Auditor General's investigation. And now, since...
Wait. He started with the Auditor General's investigation. He was doing his own investigation. Blessed child, how you doing? Wow. Oh, hey. Hold up.
They're crying out for me to break my silence. I am going to start talking tomorrow, Sunday, where I will be releasing the first part of a 5 or 6 part mini documentary series outlining the findings that we have at the University Hospital of the West Indies. So this attempt to deflect from what is really taking place is not going to work. And since they want me to start talking, I'm going to talk.
Yes, sir.
And in the end, I just want to put this out there. Those 2 people who think that they are untouchable at the University Hospital of the West Indies because they have the support of the Minister of Health, your days are numbered, because you are now going to get famous. People are going to know what is happening at the University Hospital, and it goes far beyond just procurement fraud or customs fraud. What we are trying to do is to save the country from those people when the $6 billion contract to build a new building is underway. It's about $6 billion. It's not about the $500 million that's gone already. You cannot allow those in leadership right now, especially those 2, to stay there to preside over this mess that is taking place. So stay tuned. And to all the bloggers who have been calling for me to talk, you're getting your wish right now. So,
sir, I was not calling for you, but I am happy. Oh, I get a thrill out of...
He has not yet moved.
I get a thrill out of hearing the truth. All right? The truth excites me, ladies and gentlemen. Can I tell you? The truth excites me. Oh, boy. You know, when I hear him talking, you know, I exposed a lie right here. I'm not going over that.
Within the society.
Oh, another lie. Lord of mercy. Another lie, ladies and... This lie exposed that lie, and they both lying. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad it is. But where is it? Where is it? Something was said, you know, man, by such person, you know. I think it's Jas Davis. No, that was just blatant foolishness. I'm not going there talking about man of the year and all this crap. Boy, I tell you, boy. Hey, all of these men of the year, just listen. God not sleep, you know. God not sleep, believe. God not. And listen to one of the responses from. Listen to this.
The probe follows.
The opposite. In the health, so things that create partner that people. And crazy, this is crazy.
Fraud squad has been.
Yeah.
DJ Black,
The police fraud squad has been called in to probe a report that the University Hospital of the West Indies, UHWI, unlawfully used its tax exemption status to import goods for at least 3 private companies. The probe follows a damning report from the Auditor General, which found that the alleged inappropriate use of the UHWI's tax exemption status has resulted in tax revenue losses to the government amounting to $23 million. Or sources say at least one of the 4 companies which the Auditor General says received tax-exempted supplies and equipment imported by the UHWI is owned by a prominent politician. More in this report from Hira Stewart.
The Auditor General's report detailing alleged unlawful conduct at the UHWI was tabled in the House of Representatives on Tuesday afternoon. Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis's office says customs records showed that items including office furniture, laundry, and medical equipment were declared to Jamaica Customs as hospital imports. But inventory records confirmed that the items were not acquired by the hospital. They were instead obtained by private entities. The Auditor General says the misrepresentation breached the Customs Act, resulting in over $20 million in unpaid import duties.
Wow.
The Auditor General noted that Section 209, subsection...
So they robbed the country of $20 million. Robbed. Not only did they spend the money that they spend for the items, you know, but they robbed the country over $20 million. I want you guys to really let it sink in what took place, you know. Yo, these people are yo, man.
1 of the Customs Act prohibits false declarations on customs documents, with violations subject to fines and prosecution. The Auditor General says, for example, UHWI used its tax exemption status to import laundry equipment valued at $28 million for an entity identified as Private Company 1. This action, the Auditor General says, caused revenue loss of $6.6 million, with UHWI paying the remaining import duties of $1.9 million. The Auditor General says similarly, UHWI facilitated the importation of office furniture and medical equipment valued at over $40 million for another 2 entities which were indemnified as Private Companies 2 and 3. This action, the Auditor General says, resulted in tax revenue losses to the Jamaican state of $10.7 million.
Wow.
It's understood that the entity which the Auditor General refers to as Private Company 1 is owned by a group of several business people. Private Company 2, which it alleged benefited from the unlawful use of UHWI's tax exemption status, is owned by a prominent politician. Up until recently, another senior politician was listed online as being a member of the board of directors of the company. The Auditor General's department also stated in its report that the UHWI also inappropriately used its tax exemption status to import 40 waste bins for a company which was identified as Private Company 4. The Auditor General says in its initial response dated August 2025, UHWI confirmed that it has ceased facilitating imports for private entities using its tax exemption status. According to the Auditor General, UHWI acknowledged that this practice violated public...
Yeah, before I comment on this, because there's a lot of things to say. Here, let me just have the caller speak to us. Yes, blessings.
Oh, I bridging that to the call. Me can't deal with all of that. That was too much. You kind of take the thing to one, you know, to one place or whenever they want it to go. But anyway, Mr. Lonesome.
Remember Jamaicans.
Oh my God, easy.
Into everlasting.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff here, guys. Here we go. I'm gonna need this. Copy that. We're gonna go here. Oh Lord. It might get load. It didn't get loud? Whoa. It's supposed to be. I'm glad I'm not hearing it though. Thank God. Yeah, all of this. See Bolo that go on there. Everything's supposed to play one time. You must see bossy speaker. Mighty God. You must bossy speaker. I don't know. Can we all agree that these government officials of the Jamaica Labour Party is really working for their own benefit and not for the benefit of the people of Jamaica? Can we all agree? Can we all agree, guys? I think that's a fair statement. I really believe that that's a fair. That's like the fairest statement they could make. Instead of saying them a thief. The fairest statement they could make is that, yo, listen, man. These dudes is really just trying to, you know what I'm saying? They're just trying to fill their pockets. You know what I'm saying? They're just there to get as much as they can get in terms of their own financial wealth. You know? Yeah, that's it, you know, and you know, they really don't really find the time to do their jobs a lot because of it. I think that's a fair statement. I don't know what y'all think, but I think that's a fair statement.
When you have a hospital and you hear the Prime Minister, I shake and say thank you and you it even cheaper. And then me I tell you, yes, sir, and most anyway. The hospital. You never get registration that we are giving. Some taxi cars more. Say in a town then, I put the cheapest, $150. Say you have to take two things, $300, $600. And your back some kind of thing, it come $2,000 for your lunch. What the fuck you do after that? What you go?
Alright. Alright. Let me see where's the microphone situation now. So where's the microphone? You can't even hear it. What is going on, bro? Alright, so my microphone at work. Alright, cool. But I don't know where it go work. All of these are already set. So I should be hearing the audio. Oh yeah, audio gone down like coming on with it. Alright, cool. So it's not that loud. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo Vienna. We here in this space again. Sound check, sound check. Let me hear how it sounds. Let me see how this sounds, guys. Oh hell no! You see that? Y'all see? Y'all heard that? Oh, Robert, how you doing? Melvin, big up yourself. Blessed child, how you doing, my baby? What's going on? All right, so let me just set up my microphone here. Close to me. Close to me. I need to get it close to me so I can record properly. Because I'm telling you that that's not gonna pop it, you see. I can't have my audience only like that to present to the people. I need some new equipment, you know. But by the grace of God, all will be happening how it's supposed to happen. You know, I need some new equipment, I'm not going to lie. I need some new equipment. I don't know if there's any Bolo VNR supporters out there that would like to sponsor some new equipment. I have a wish list, you know, for new equipment. So I know what I need already. I have the links to it and stuff like that. You know, but I don't know if anybody wants to sponsor said equipment, yes. Let me see something here, guys.
Yeah, Mystic, what want, brother?
Alright, so good. Alright. Let me see. Alright, let me get the microphone right now. I have to change this from default to... Whoa, how comes it not come on? Where is this micro? Why not pick up? Come on, bro. What? What are we doing? Nah, pick up. Alright, let me go in here. So, settings. Actually, I'm recording, so that's why this will take so long. Oh, it's not there either. That means it definitely not pick up. So what I have to do is, bam, gotta do this, and then go back. Hopefully it picks up. If it don't, then, oh, there it is. Whoa, there it is. There it is. Oh, okay, it's connected to this too. There it is. Oh, There it is. Oh, whoop. There it is. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let me see what the volume is on my microphone, man. Gotta make sure this thing is tight. You heard? It's 2,000. Okay, we good. We straight. We straight. I don't need to shout. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Whoa. That's supposed to turn that down. That's interesting. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be hearing the microphone. I'm not supposed to be hearing the music at all. Once I plug in this aux right here, yeah, I'm not supposed to be hearing the music. Only when I turn on this. Okay. Yo. See? Hear about myself and that. Desktop. Empty background music. Background music stop play. That turn up and buck up. What? Device, what? Did something happen? Something happened. Yep, something happened. Something happened, man. I knew something happened, man. That gotta be that. Alright. Something wrong with this card, man. I've shorts in there, brother. That's the problem. This shit got shorts in it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I now pick up. I'm gonna need to talk for long and I'm just need for like, you know what I mean? Let's stop this. Let me just delete those from my records. Those are test runs. Delete that. Yo. Son, what you say? If you need new equipment, UHWI helping business processing. Yo, that's funny. Nah, that's funny. Yeah, that's hilarious. Okay. Hey, that is funny, honey. Yo, I need back my sound bites, man. Shout out to Miss, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miss Genesis. Wherever you are. I miss you, Miss Genesis. I miss you on the page. I ain't even gonna cap. I miss Miss Genesis, man. All right, so let's check this out for real though. Salute. Let me hear how it sounds. All right. I want to say thank you guys for your patience. You know, that's what's up. Let's check this out for real though. Salute. All right, so it's definitely working because I just turned that up to hear that. So yeah, I'm good right now. It's still loud though. It's very loud, so I gotta turn it down to here and then talk. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo VNR, and you can see what's going on the screen here. We got Mr. Lonesome, you know, talking about what's going on with our nurses, and we have Sir Byron from Mystic Sensation, you know, one of the titans, and he called in, and they had a very interesting conversation. One which I'm gonna document, and two, gonna recommend that you like and share this video and let it go viral. Listen to the reasoning, and I'm sure it's gonna spark a genuine, intelligent conversation in the realities of where we are as a people, where we are as leadership. You understand? So I won't be talking for the rest of the time. You'll just be listening. So I'm gonna need y'all to really go ham with the like button and sharing and commenting. All right? Peace. Let's get it. All right. There we go, y'all. There we go.
What the fuck y'all do after that? What you gonna do? Yeah, Mystic, what want, brother? What want, brother? But what if you eat up the place and because I'm not too I'm mad, brother. This is stop, brother.
Well, let me say this, Sam.
Yes.
Because, you know, what you are doing, right, believe you me, right, on the mission, fighting for our people. And, you know, I can see the passion that drive you this morning.
Yeah, man, wicked man.
Let me just reiterate in terms of what you said. When you see the nurses and the doctors have to come out, right, against the government, it is not a situation that is spontaneous. That is what first and foremost people need to understand. Because remember, as it relates to the political administration that we are dealing with, the government, coming out against this government, it means you are asking the influence of the government, right? You are going against a powerful influence of the government that can either, force you in terms of resigning, do all sorts of things, right? In terms of, put, any sort of utterances against the government in a negative way. So when you see this institution, right, it's coming out nowhere, it simply means enough is enough. They can't take it any longer. They have hold it for quite some time. But guess what? The situation is getting unbearable.
Yes.
And when we think of the healthcare that is quite an institution that holds the vital engine of the economy, because the trickle-down effect in terms of you not having healthy people in your workforce, right, that carry a trickle-down effect. Now, at the end of it, when you look, family,
yes,
that you're talking about from 2016, this current administration had done a cost analysis, right?
Yes, yes.
And they came up with a cost of
Radcliffe, big up yourself.
2 billion
restructuring.
Yes.
Restructuring the hospital. But one must understand first, before we go there, Wayne.
Yes.
What was the reason why we want to do that?
In the first place,
refurbishing or reconstruction process was to the fact that it have some environmental effects.
Yes.
More than all sort of things, and the infestation of rats, leptospirosis. Right? So
He needs some milk.
and they came up with $2 billion.
Yes.
Right? And you wonder where the professionalism is concerned as it relates to these persons who had done a cost analysis that generate $2 billion in cost to do. However, it showed you that they failed. It showed you that they failed because apparently they are saying that, okay, $2 billion that was agreed on, right, based on pricing and based on certain estimate was wrong. Anyway, they doubled that to 100%, and the next move from that, from $2 billion to $4 billion, and 100%. Anyway, you are going to tell Jamaica, as it relates to the lack of professionalism, that, okay, you have done the first cost analysis, right? And obviously, your technocrats are the persons who have, undergone doing the estimate.
Yes.
Was wrong. And you did a second cost analysis.
Yes.
And also, that second cost analysis, right, is also wrong. And then you move to a third cost analysis. And then you are telling Jamaica that, that the also third analysis is wrong. This is unacceptable. It is plain stealing. It is corruption of the highest order. Now, let me show Jamaica a picture. When you look and you see where the Auditor General zoom in on the Panama Regional.
Yeah, I never play that back there, man.
This is unacceptable. It is plain stealing. It is corruption of the highest order. Now, let me show Jamaica a picture. When you look and you see where the Auditor General zoom in on Cornwall Regional Hospital as it relates to the healthcare in general, not only Cornwall Regional Hospital. And the Auditor General is saying, look, they have roughly about $700 to $800 billion that accounted for.
Yes.
$700 to $800 billion that you cannot explain the expenditures, right, of these states. And what we are finding as it relates to the recent situation with the university hospital right?
Yes.
The sort of behavior that exhibited in terms of not having procurement documentation, right?
For all this money.
Shane Bell, big up. Thanks for the follow.
Just seeing where, right?
Like and share, guys.
Persons, right, are being paid, and there was no procurement documentation to follow. So, let us ask the question: is this the only time that happened? No, Wayne, it is not the only time. It is a mechanism that developed by the Jamaica Labour Party government. You understand? To rob the country by breaching procurement guidelines. You understand? And where did them move around? Right? Various, look at Dustin Bryan.
Yes.
Dustin Bryan is no longer in the Ministry of Health. You understand? Because guess what? They take him out of the situation.
Follow me on YouTube, guys.
Because he cannot explain how 700
make sure you subscribe, alright?
You understand? Cannot be explained. And one of the
when you subscribe, remember,
yes,
go to more links, the MAGNITSKY app.
Right? Not being submitted, and he cannot find several invoices and so
this
forth.
act
And he is
to challenge corruption and human rights violation in Jamaica. Make sure it's on the sign.
So you are going to tell me that what sort of effort that the Jamaican
we need 30 more votes. If we go to 4,000, we need 10,000 guys.
Sort of defect, right, within the system of accountability. That obviously there is no sense of accountability in terms of protecting taxpayers. And why Christopher Tufton, you and I know Wayne, that Christopher Tufton was in the first
Shane, big up.
He would have gone to prison.
Well, he wouldn't even there in the first place. Who was Byron? It's me, I don't know, sir.
He awarded him.
Awarded the guy.
Christopher Tufton get award. Can you believe that, man?
Eh? He awarded him, Byron. And then he was both on the award, you know. He work when do. And it's trying to say hard work pays. I'm work. Christopher Tufton word. Him hard work pays. So what? Pick it up for people, them brother.
That more,
brother, rats and them killing in that place, you know.
No,
people
God,
like that we on the ground.
What's this now here? To show the pattern of the behavior with the Prime Minister. And the Prime Minister is so stupid.
Yeah.
Because what he is telling, right, about himself, locally and in the diaspora and critical thinkers, he's telling critical thinkers that he's a criminal. Let me show you how the Prime Minister is demonstrating that.
Yes.
Number one, the Prime Minister
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
Guilty in the court.
Yes.
Right? So that people know is a listed criminal. That's sort of stain for you to associate with a Dalrymple.
Yes.
It is speaking much about you. Because number one, let me give you a perfect example in terms of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You remember it go so. Because number one, let me give you a perfect example in terms of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You remember the incident? With Dennis Meadows?
Yes, yes.
Right, with Dennis Meadows came out in support, right, making certain utterances about scammers. Okay.
Yeah, Mark Woodin, yes.
Okay. What a good leader like Mark Woodin did. What Mark Woodin did?
You put him away. You're moving.
Mark Woodin put him away. Okay. Yes. What that message?
This further exposes Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness is okay, obviously okay, with having questionable people head his ministries of government. He is okay with having questionable people. Dalrymple was charged, you know, and was prosecuted, you know. And he had a run back. Look at when man from St. Mary name, with the police use car them Bobby Montague. Look at him. Look at Andrew Wheatley. He's in rural read still talking about fourth term and all of these things. Then him not still a part of JLP. Look at George Wright. They tried it, didn't they? People said, hey, God said no. Look at Christopher Tufton. Look at Christopher Tufton right now. What is happening what is being exposed in his ministry? The market me situation. Ben Spunani. Huh? Wow. But then, you know, you see what, ladies and gentlemen, when you are compromised, you can't be a good leader, you know. You think Mark Golding could have done that to Mr. Meadows, and Mark Golding was not a man of integrity? Mr. Meadows wouldn't respect Mark Golding. If he say, yes, bossy, you know, I understand. But they understand what this man is about because he made it clear what he's about. There's no question about Mr. Mark Golding's integrity, you know. There really isn't, you know. What has happened with the JLP propaganda machine is that they have just lied on social media to make attempts. Even the Prime Minister lied in the debate to make attempts to try and sully Mark Golding's name. You know what I mean? But the facts does not support what he's talking about. Them can't even get him involved in something that appear to be criminal. Not even, you think, listen, guys, you see, if it was Mark Golding, PMP, that these two senior members of government in St. Ann got locked down in Mobile Airport with cocaine on them. Oh God, man, do you know what the JLP vloggers would be doing right now with Mark Golding's name? And Mark Golding get catch with nothing, you know. But just because they're a part of the government, if Mark Golding was the government, do you know what the JLP vloggers would be doing with Mark Golding's name right now? So I am saying, ladies and gentlemen, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. What kind of criminal organization is Andrew Holness running? Why are the people in his organization so comfortable to engage in criminality? And furthermore, why is it that they are not getting the proper principled punishment from a leader that wants us to believe that he's somebody with integrity? When you want to look at integrity, just look at Dennis Meadows' situation as an example. Some people say it cost them that seat, you know. But what does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his whole soul? And I'm speaking to you, comrades out there, that suggests that the PMP is supposed to play dirty like the JLP for win election. That suggests that PMP should, oh, this is politics, so we should just be dirty and muddy and gaudy. And if you stop it, go repent. Go and repent. Let's continue.
Send what that message sent through the political vein. Mark Golding did. What Mark Golding did?
You put him away. Remove him.
Mark Golding put him away. Okay. What that message sent through the political vein. What sort of message that sent?
Yes, ma'am.
No nonsense.
That the National Party is not going to tolerate.
Yes.
Right? Anything that is going contrary against the morals.
Actually, yes.
Right? And so then, comrade leader, Mark Golding, found that his behavior was out of step. And right about now, Dennis Meadows faced what we call a political career write-off, as it is.
Yes.
Now, what Andrew Holness did with a criminal that found guilty in court, what Andrew Holness did, Andrew Holness endorsed him, put her back in the cabinet, and made it work there. Andrew Holness now confirmed now to the entire world that Andrew Holness indeed is a criminal and I'm a scammer. Guess what? We are now going to put Donald Rimble, right, on the oversight committee, you understand, to now rub salt in the wound, because the Integrity Commission investigators, they had investigated you and they found you corruption and they exposed you. So I want them now to answer to you because you know on the Integrity Commission oversight committee.
She was supposed to be upon that, you know. I know that. She can take her put under the Justice Ministry. She had
now to answer to you because you know on the Integrity you understand, to now rub salt in the wound, because the Integrity Commission investigators, they are investigating
Melvin,
you,
you hear
and they
this?
found your corruption, and they expose you.
Antonio, Dr. Ori, big up.
On the Integrity Commission.
Ashley,
Shouldn't supposed to depend on that, you know.
should not for depend
I
on
know
it.
that. Ship them to come put under the Justice Ministry. A junior Justice
Jesus
Minister.
have mercy.
In the Justice Minister, the court will have found her guilty.
Embarrassing.
What kind of message that is sending?
And you fuck off. He's a piece of shit. Yes.
Embarrassing.
The message that is sending is telling the world that I, Andrew, indeed is a criminal. I am a criminal. I am a scammer. You understand?
Yes.
And our critical thinkers, right, I know they will be in agreement with me. They might cannot come out and speak clearly as I...
Big up yourself, man. Big up.
Me and you understand?
Yes.
We don't show up out anything.
No, sir.
You
You know, sir.
Be the call is our what it is.
So let me do that.
Right? And I don't care whether or not you understand that people are going to rush in the defense of him. He's saying that no, we can't do that, saying that the Prime Minister is a criminal because the Prime Minister is not charged for any crime. Well, the reason why the Prime Minister is not charged for any crime, the Prime Minister is
Standing in the way of justice.
the criminal obstruction to justice.
Him stand in the way. Yes. So we break it down your obstruction, you know, people. And we him stand up in the way. Yeah. Him stand up against justice.
So that's why you find saying, no, none of them will not come on our platform in a way to talk about this. You understand?
Yeah.
Because when they try to come and defend the Prime Minister, that, okay, we are out of line, saying that the Prime Minister, right, is a criminal.
Yeah.
And we are out of line because the Prime Minister is not charged for any crime. Right? Well, let me tell them this. We can tell them this, that we are definitely in line.
Yes.
Because the corruption prosecutor let off the Prime Minister, you understand, and have the case charge the Prime Minister, but chose not to do so. Right? And that is one of the reasons why Jamaica Prince is no longer with the Integrity Commission, because they all knew that she had been corrected. You understand? And so then when you see these issues of obstruction, right, going on, right, and the Prime Minister extended arm, you understand, interfering with the criminal justice system, you understand, stand up in the way to prevent investigation, telling lies, you understand, being deceitful, you understand, the Prime Minister, without no hesitation, Mr. Sensation is proud in calling out the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is indeed 100% criminal, and we're going to take back with her.
Oh.
We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people.
Mighty God.
We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, me have it. Mother dumb if me not talk. You know me say me not talk, but mother dumb if me not talk. You see point to me stick just make a while ago about blocking justice. Tell me say I want a serious point the man make a while ago. Tell me say it's not a legitimate point the man just make a while ago. But blocking justice. Remember, you know, Andrew Honest try to carry, well, not even try, carry the Integrity Commission got a court, you know. And when they want the judge to do. Basically certify him. Remember say, you know, the girl, you know, never charge Andrew Honest the prosecutor, you know. But everybody else get charged, you know. For the same thing, you know. Who remember? Who don't remember? Remember good, you know. Who don't remember good. Everybody else report to come out from the Integrity Commission was charged for the same thing where Andrew Wallace report saying, you know, but Andrew Wallace never get charged. Why do you think IC never renew our contract? Brother, I have to read between the lines, bro. A real thing, bro. Just look on the result, no man. Remember say, alright, may I show you our next analogy now. Remember say Andrew Wallace was the only one who win in a SSL. All linked. All like Ponzi scheme them. Him are the only one to come out victorious. Remember good now, man? What are the odds of that? Why everybody else lose but him win? That no look fishy to no. So it don't look fishy to no say. Everybody else will get the report. Right? And get charged for the same thing with Andrew Honest. Andrew Honest IC report. Them get have it for them report. Their report is the same thing committee, but them get charged after Andrew. So why Andrew never get charged? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it.
And anyone who wants to come and defend it, come and defend it.
But they defend what?
They can't win. They can't win. Donald Trump come and drag him through the entire 14 versions of Jamaica. And when they want to drag him through, they should be naked. You understand? Shame him. Name him and shame him.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Grab him. You understand? All him out. Them to be worse. They are doing worse than what they did to Maduro.
Of course.
Because Andrew Honest is worse than Maduro.
Of course. My father.
No hesitation. This big sensation has no apology. He's saying this.
The my father.
He needs some milk.
Yeah. True by that. He said this hurt me so till, you know, me right on the way there and I said, no man can't so wicked brother. The man take good word, you know. And say I'm good break, you know, my That's a tough tongue, you know. See, Andrew give him a word, you know.
Yeah.
Mashing up the L system, destroy it.
Mighty God.
And we're doing up. We're doing up, go salt in them.
Like and share the video, guys. No say late, but like and share, like and share.
At European Union give them some guys to build the place around there, see?
Yeah.
Down there. At health center. Then I'm gonna tell you how much doctor I have. Try to have around 10 doctor thing. And it's bigger, how much space to have this. Yes, still the biggest hospital in the West and the biggest hospital in Jamaica. None of them have no equipment. Not working.
Terrible.
People have to get real. They give out the PR, meanwhile the people demonstrate. Eh? PR.
Look here
Yes.
here. The Prime Minister to show you that, right, he's not disturbing stone, right, as it relates to, you know, being the smartest person. To show you what that really does now. Let me show you what.
Yes.
The Prime Minister
No.
Embarrassing. He needs some
Yo,
milk.
what? Bro, what is going on right now, bro?
right, he's not disturbing stone, right, as it relates to, you know, being the smartest person. To show you what the Prime Minister really done now. Let me show you what.
Yes.
The Prime Minister went down to St. James and aligned himself to the pinnacle. I don't know what the PR stunt you want to put from the pinnacle.
Yes.
And however, here the Prime Minister.
Yes.
The Prime Minister is endorsing, you understand, the skillful workers of clinical to say, okay, all right, they completed the project within 1 year. Now, when you look at the project, right, and see how technical that project is.
Yes.
And when you do the research, you realize that that project, right, that is a bigger and more difficult task from
the hospital, yes.
Seriously.
Right? You realize that they finished on the budget. They have not spent. It is not a refurbishing. That's it.
Brand new building. Brand new towers.
Brand new
Fresh.
building.
Yes.
All of the piling has to be done.
Of
You
course.
understand? Extremely difficult task. And when you look, the pinnacle, you understand, we're able to partially complete it. You understand? 1 year, within 1 year. So then now, answer every question.
Yes.
The reason why that was, you know, able to, why the pinnacle achieve, investors were able to achieve that was to the fact that there was no corruption taking place. Let us take on corruption.
Call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Right, their money was, you know, securely spent, right, with all the controls, right, in place, right. They didn't have to go through, right, government procurement, right, and so then Pinnacle was able to complete such a massive task, you understand, on the budget. Now, let us go to Cornwall Regional Hospital. After 2016, you know, are refurbishing that about, you know, you're talking about.
Yeah, man.
Building Cornwall Regional, brand new, you know, are refurbishing that about, you know.
Yeah.
You're talking about going 9-10 years, and you can't finish a refurbishing project, and then you gone up a Pinnacle, and I talk about how Pinnacle was able to complete, you understand, in 1 year. This is the Prime Minister and shame, and the Prime Minister has no sense.
What?
Yes.
The Prime Minister understands the idea. We on social media, critical thinkers like a window, some and a mystic sensation. You understand? We are going to just look at the whole thing now and ask the question and make comparison. Why the Pinnacle was able to be completed in 1 year on the budget. And why can't original?
10 years. Can't don't know. I know.
10 years.
Embarrassing.
Right? And they are now to project in cars. As a car took
balloon.
$3 billion.
Yes.
Why that? Coming from 2 billion, then 4 billion, from 4 billion to 9 billion, and from 9 billion, the projected cars to 23 billion. What's your goal like this? So then, when you look and see what is happening to procurement, you understand, and Okano Original has transitioned, you understand, through 3 different constructors.
Yes.
3 different constructors. And Okano Original just cannot be finished, cannot be completed. Then you know that something is fundamentally wrong. When you see, you pay for one machine for $31 million, that really, when we do the research, the machine is not even worth $5 million Jamaican dollars.
Yes.
So when you look and you try to culminate all of these issues, what is coming out from the Auditor General, $3 trillion unaccounted for, right? And, you know, it is sickening. And the Jamaican people, you understand, for those who supporting the Jamaican Labour Party, like still going on, you understand, with their antics and their dust and their, look here, the thing what hurt me, you know, is that these people, because of their shit brain with them have, and then corruption, you understand, like Big Mama and Jaws Davis, who meddled and died in corruption, nasty themselves, selling them soul to the devil. They've already sold out them soul to, they've already sold out them soul and them ass to the devil already.
I've got long time.
What? Extremely down. You understand? To extend the corruption. Because of course, you understand, they are eating food of the trap. Let's remember, I have no apology for not give them why they
don't forget nasty.
We need some milk.
It's reached to a stage now where it's sick. It's sick, man. You understand? I'm going to tell John Davis and no apology. You understand? It's sick, come on.
Yes. No, but you think that's a long thing, you know. Because we know them are misinformation. They're looking at about social media. And then they want to take down Prime Minister. But Prime Minister, criminal and police, they want to take down and coordinate it so who pay them. So you have 2 parties. So you must say, PNP don't spend money on about the food thing on that, man. People on a critical thing.
Projection that.
And remember your dogs. Because I tell them all people about them what them do for lobby.
Like and share the video, guys. Like and share.
Criminality. I know them lobby in the
Thanks for liking and sharing.
No, brother. Him don't know any educated fools. Them and them done so far. Everybody come back from England. England him go die. The guy dying in UK. What them talk about? You see, them they don't expunge. So them deal with them lobby for expunge him and Joe Biden do that before he leave, right? England no not fuck. I saw them stay around there, you know. So them look on people no must listen to them and them a garbage. Don't make Big Mama them trick or no. And then depend them pay a bill. So I'm talking about people that get paid because them a get paid. And the first never seen in Jamaica. You know, you get realized because them are real, them are ocean wide. I be a sea creature in that grass. That's not the thinking play. Yeah, be a sea creatures. Big dirty thinking mama's sperm will turn.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Be a sea creature up in that. Look, nobody make them chicken now walking up there. Be a sea creature with things. Don't make them chicken up. Propagandist. You're misinformation and disinformation and try to twist. Set that shit. And then they know the fuck them and put out them is shit. Yeah? Boy, you come and talk about take down Andrew Oldness and the coordinate. Coordinate to take down why you for all government accountable.
That the man say, man. That the man say, no.
You have to hold them accountable, brother. Eh? Andrew himself said, you know, brother. Andrew himself said, you for all government accountable. That's what you know. Yeah? Even though I attack opposition, wherever you hear that, they attack opposition, not the government, you know. I'm right in front of our face. Them love to touch it. Yes.
For them to come out and defending the Prime Minister, right? They are defending criminality.
And then I get paid to do it. So about we I get both people I get paid. I want to get paid with the pay list. Long time I don't different. I'm a matter of fact, we see fish headless forget work. We see the one of them near you, not you and the one of them ocean wide FM. They don't get work with that Antonis. They get more than pay. Yeah, because instead of them do something but through them can't manage us around here. Them a bad foul. Well, this one bad has nets. Yeah. Can't remember, you know, the government today have to hold accountable, you know, better. Jimmy?
Yeah, man, you're perfectly right, man. You're perfectly right, man. But, you know, I am saying that, you know, anyone comes to the Prime Minister defense at this time, you understand? He, she are the only is defending criminality, and let me just tell them why they are defending criminality. They are defending criminality in the sense that you have to ask yourself the question, Why the Prime Minister's statutory declaration cannot be certified?
Good
Going 3 4
question.
years. I'll ask that question and see if you can come to a justifiable answer.
Embarrassing.
To explain the reason
We need
why
some milk.
you are supporting the Prime Minister. You understand? And many of them will result that the Prime Minister have not been charged. Why the Prime Minister have not been charged? Simple. The Prime Minister becomes now an obstructionist. You understand? Executing is extended arm.
Tentacles. Yes.
You understand?
Yes. Like octopus.
So
Yes.
yeah, but them, you know, you understand? Would I like them to come for the program and argue with us? The thing they are going to do, they are not going to do it. Because them know so we will expose them. And them know so that is a battle that they can't win if they are so confident in defending the Prime Minister. Why don't they come on the program and challenge it? I thought you asked them in a way.
They know them are mother for program. They know it's about run with their ass, you know, because them are shit. Yeah? Yes. They're muddy man. Yes.
The Henry Morgan grandson.
Yes.
You understand? The big puffer from.
Yes.
Who always
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right.
The so-called drug Davis and
yes.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right.
You understand? Come on.
Tell
If
about them.
you want to give the country, if you want to give Andrew one some points, you understand? Come on, I want to open discussion with us.
Brother, let me tell you what the people them should do, Steve, brother. Brother, I don't have no time to wait for all them germs then. Let me tell you what them should do. That's why I said people them are loving up, what's and why. Them should have want to go in the hospital, people in the hospital. Let me tell you, you might have feel healthy now going in an accident, a car accident, and people in the car. They're not going to tell the phone, you know, say you can bleed out. No equipment not working.
True,
no.
man.
No doctor, no nurses, because them send them back, Marco Rubio come and them send them back at Cuba. No. The only thing Mr. Doctor come do, you know. I beg the nurse them come back and give them a can look of okay shit. You think people like that? You think you could have leave from Jamaica and recycle now, have your youth and go college, and then you have a better life, and then you come back in a mess.
Come on.
When you have a paper toll, a beer sitting, a beer stress, the rat run through the place, people are dead left, right, and center, jump out of chair, and you come work with that. Let me tell you something. This is a human nature, brother. I'm here to tell you this.
We need some milk.
You go up in the country where you never have the TV back in the days. Remember this. Let me teach tough time something where you know. Now this is power. You see, every time life advance, it's hard for you to go back where.
True.
In other words, when you go up in the country, people, let me ask you this. When you never have no TV and everything.
Yeah.
Now, when you leave from that, you grew up and life better with you. You are living in your place. You have all these things, you're comfortable. You have a used to
washing machine, dishwasher.
Take away that from you. It's like you're broken, you know. You think you want a better life for your kids, and you want to live natural, you know, real family life. Like how anybody can live. You know, you're comfortable with your family, and you can't go a movie, you can't do this, you can't do
anything at all.
You go back where? Like we just dance and end up back in a
madness.
That'll be a rash food.
Madness.
Nobody would want to do that.
Nobody do that.
You know, nobody want to do that, Byron?
No.
Eh? Who grew up barefoot and think I live away, and then when you look, you turn man, you have your family to look out, and you want to go back now where you have to come up and street and beg. Who want to do that?
Crazy, bro.
Nobody no want to do that. The nurse can never go back. I fuck him at all. If they go to Europe, if they go Asia and Byron, spend millions of taxpayers' money. Man, the same doctor one day with the drill, Dr. Drill. And yes, when the nurse and the doctor, they with them care about.
True.
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
Yes. Yes, brother. All right.
Big up. Hey, y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now. Stop playing. Support. The like button is free, heard? All right, moving on to the next thing now. May I tell us, say, all right, guys, me not tell no lie. Me definitely have to record this because I something me did to talk about, you know, and because of everything where happened, I honestly never got the time to do so. Zine, I just never got the time to do it. Too much things happen, man. You get me? Anyway, so where is it? Where is it? It should be here now. Cause I was watching it. It should be in my time. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Should be in my watch list because I was watching it. Wanna see who me watch, right? At 5 and Isabella Rose. Yeah, you know? Yeah, man. Them people and me watch. Me no watch foolishness, brother. No time for that. Credible things me watch. Colin Bell, you know? Easy. No, easy no, my general, I go too hard. Let me see what I'm there now. I need to go to the exact point I want to go to. Yes, sir. Almost there. Here it is. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Starts at the top with my favorite minister, Minister Kamina Johnson.
Oh!
Running
with the presentation. So the two pictures that you're going to be showing and all the videos are there to be uploaded.
So I tell you what, Kevin, why don't you do that while I talk about my...
All right, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo VNR. Welcome to the platform. Welcome. Now, it's very rare that you find individuals that really put things into the full perspective as if you were the one saying it. And that's exactly what's going to happen right now in this video. Shout out to Mr. Will Rattigan. Make sure that you guys go into reasoning with Rattigan. Make sure you sign the MAGNITSKY Act, for crying out loud. He's the one that actually put it out there. Let me show you real quick. Okay. The MAGNITSKY Act. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I was showing the people on my page, right? I'll show the people on my page. When I go to viewing the actual page, right here it says this channel here is to challenge your thought process on everything. You press more, and at the top of the links that you'll find is the MAGNITSKY Act. When you click the link and you go in there, it's gonna ask you to put in your first name, your last name, and your email. You press sign petition, and then it's gonna carry you to the page where you're going to see them asking donation. Do not donate. All right, guys, for crying out loud, do it. As a matter of fact, let me make sure so you can see the full screen. Where is it? Do not donate, guys. Please don't donate. Let me go over this again before me even go into the thing, right? Let me go over this again. When you go on somebody's page or view their channel, this is what comes up, even on your phone. There's something right here, under here, right? And you see it says this channel, right? Under the amount of subscribers, you press more. On the computer, it's it pops up like this, but on your phone, this is all you will see. This rectangular, however your phone is shaped. At the top, there's the MAGNITSKY Act. When you click on the MAGNITSKY Act, and you see what the MAGNITSKY Act is for, to implement the MAGNITSKY Act to challenge corruption and human rights violations in Jamaica. Corruption is at the top of this administration's problem, and human rights violation is a close second, where the police and the soldiers is concerned. Yes? So please, if you're interested, this is how you sign. You put in your first name, your last name, and your email. Then you press sign petition at the bottom. When you sign the petition at the bottom, ladies and gentlemen, what is going to happen is going to take you to another page where it asks you to donate. Do not donate. I repeat, do not donate. Absolutely do not donate. Press I will share instead and you'll be done. That is the signing of the petition. Very, very easy. Good? Now let's get back to the video, ladies and gentlemen, with Mr. Will Rattigan. Alright, here we go. Whoa, what is that? Okay, yeah, here we go. So, like I was saying, it's very rare that you really come across an argument that you just 100% agree with. Every single word the man said. This is one of them, ladies and gentlemen. Please listen to Mr. Will Rattigan in regards to Kamina Johnson Smith and a post that she put out in regards to the extradition, the 75 countries that you know, there was an update about that's on the United States list where some visas are concerned. Just look at this. Oh my God, I'm done. Just look, I'm done.
My favorite minister. I have two quick things. All right.
Say less.
Favorite. I tell you what, Kevin. Why don't you do that while I talk about my favorite minister? I have two quick things. All right.
Watch Kevin.
Say
Kevin
less.
say, hey.
All right.
Kevin, are you see that?
Right. People, remember I tell you all the time.
Yes.
The students, remember I've said to you that when it comes to diplomacy,
yes,
that we have rank amateurs running the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. And it starts at the top. Starts at the top with my favorite minister, Minister Kamina Johnson-Smith. Despite being there for all these years.
Yes.
She continues to falter. She continues to make mistakes. She doesn't know what the hell she's doing.
Embarrassing.
She doesn't.
Wow.
It's a waste of time. Let me show you something. Take a look at this. My fellow Jamaicans, I have seen the State Department post and several related reports. And this is if it's coming from her, because it looks like it's coming from her. It says post Honorable Kamina J. Smith. I repeat, my fellow Jamaicans, I have seen the State Department post and several related reports, and I'm seeking verification and clarity. Please be assured that as soon as I have same, I will provide you with an update. Big problem. Big problem. Here's why. For as long as she's been there, and she is the longest serving foreign minister for Jamaica, she shouldn't be seeking verification
for
and clarity.
nothing.
She shouldn't be saying, I have seen the State Department.
Yes.
If you're in the position that long and you know what you're doing, you develop relationships with people. People have an interest in what you're doing. And so they give you a heads up. So you know what's going on. She shouldn't be seeking verification and clarity. She shouldn't be saying, I have seen the State Department post. If you're in the position that long and you know what you're doing, you develop relationships with people.
Embarrassing.
People have an interest in what you're doing. And so they give you a heads up. So you know what's going on.
Of course.
This to me is a confession of failure.
Of course.
I have seen the State Department post. No. When I was working overseas, this wouldn't happen. Because you know why? Somebody on the other side would say to me, hey, listen, this is coming down. And then you get a chance to say, hey, can you stop it? Can you amend it?
Yes.
Can you do this? Can you do that? And if the answer was no, at least you knew that.
Yes, it was coming. Exactly.
And you get what? You get ahead
of the situation. Of course.
So you start talking to your people. You start talking to your...
Come on now. Gotta play that back. Gotta play that back.
Because you know why? Somebody on the other side would say to me, hey, listen, this is coming down. And then you get a chance to say, hey, can you stop it? Can you amend it? Can you do this? Can you do that? And if the answer was no, at least you knew that this
Matthew,
thing was
what's
coming.
up, Matthew?
And you get what? You get ahead of
Unique touch, what's up?
So you start talking to your people, you start talking to your
Lona,
bosses about
up?
this thing, saying, so they are
They're
putting a pause on processing green cards. So we need our people know this. This looks like she was surprised.
Unaware.
You shouldn't be surprised
Totally
by
unaware.
Mr. Smith.
Madness, fam.
Johnson Smith.
Madness.
You shouldn't be.
Crazy, bro.
And look, and she makes it even worse. Look at the second sentence. Please be assured that as soon as I have same, I will provide you with an update.
What?
By the way, you know what?
What?
But this reflects who this reflects on as well. It reflects on the ambassador. These are things that they're supposed to have their sources, they're supposed to have their colleagues, they're supposed to have their friends or whatever. But they say, no, you realize Now they're beginning to realize.
Exposed.
Yes, Petroy. Rookie move. Now they're beginning to realize that America has what?
No friends.
Interest.
No friends.
Interest. They're thinking, well, we have friends. Because you remember when Petition Marco, yeah, when he went to Jamaica, the Prime Minister, I said, oh, my friend, and on the phone, and I said, oh, my friend, and I remember I kept saying, America doesn't have friends.
Hey.
They don't, or if they do have friends, you know what? What is a trump card to put a play on the word or a pun? Trump card is interest. No matter how we and your friend, that's the thinking. No matter how we and your friend, American interests come first. The hell with the friendship. The friendship, yes, we can eat and we can laugh and we can talk, but business is business. Yes, sitting here watching, her father was an ambassador, but she wasn't paying attention. That you're absolutely correct. This thing is a disgrace. This is a disgrace. I have seen the State Department. Let me tell you something. When I was overseas, right, as a diplomat, when I was overseas, you see, if my bosses in Washington heard something, read something, before they heard from me or read something from me, I know it's a family program, but let me just say, my ass would be grass. They said, we don't want, if we can hear this from host country government, then we don't need you. We don't need you.
And that was going to be my question, because if the Minister of Foreign Affairs is going to hear something or check on something via a post, there are people out here, that regular people, that are more aware of what is happening than the person who is the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
That's wild, bro.
Somebody in Jamaica
that is
got a message.
Wild.
Somebody walking down the street drinking a Sky Juice. Them still the Sky Juice in Jamaica. Get a message before the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Are you serious?
Yeah, this is.
Yo, Kevin is crazy.
It's disgraceful. Bro. She should have never written this.
Man,
she should have never written this. I can tell you one thing. I can tell you one thing. Yeah, I can tell you one thing. If she worked for the U.S. government and this happened,
she'd be fired.
She'd be removed.
Yeah,
because they would say, "Well, we don't need you." Because if we have to wait to see things published someplace, no, that's why we have you there. That's why we have you in charge. We have you in charge. You and the ambassador, we have you in charge so that you can develop network. You can develop networks. You have your relationship, and therefore you can get a heads up when things are coming. And guess what? Think about it. If Jamaica is such a friend, how come Jamaica ended up on that list of 73 or 75 countries? How come?
How come?
Right. How come? And that's why you need the advance notice, because then you could go in and make an argument saying, listen, you know, this is a bad reflection, we don't deserve this, and blah, blah, blah. You can make your argument. But look what she put. I have seen the State Department post and several related reports, and I'm seeking verification and clarity. So she don't know.
Damn.
And you see, when she says seeking verification and clarity, let's be clear. Her verification, and you just said verification and clarity. She never said she ever try to change anything, you know. She just said, I'm just going to verify that it is true. That's all. What kind of nonsense is this?
Damn, son. Where'd you find this?
I'm seeking verification, meaning yes, it is true. Clarity, yes, this is the context in which it's done. We don't need that. We need advance notice so you can come in and say, you can go in and say, listen, here's how this thing, here's how we should proceed. Jamaica is a friendly country. We have an outstanding relationship with you. Why are you doing this to us? Why you put us on this list? We don't pose a threat. And then you go on and make your argument and advance.
Defend
so
yes.
You get ahead of the story. But anyway, here's what you come with now, Kevin. Here's the next piece.
Oh, man. This is sad, bro.
She come back, you know. This woman doesn't have no sense. Look what you come back and say.
Oh my God.
She come back and say, as promised.
You cannot say she hasn't kept her, well, she didn't give her word. Her
He
promise.
needs some milk. Embarrassing.
And
He
he's coming
needs
back
some
again.
milk.
Let me.
No, but listen, I can't. I have to come in here, ladies and gentlemen. You know why? Because what she did, was confirm how useless she is, in the post, collecting millions of dollars, ladies and gentlemen. You hear what I said? This was officially posted on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs page on YouTube. She still have it up. Lord of mercy, ladies and gentlemen, let me share it with you now. I'm going to share with you what he's reading. You understand what I'm saying? And then we go back. No, man, it's serious. Let me take out that picture here first so you can see the whole screen. All right, let's go. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is the post. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Jamaica. See it here? See it here? Right? As promised, I have confirmed that there is in fact a pause in the issuance of U.S. immigration visa application from nationals of certain countries. So this correlates, right, and aligns with the post on Twitter to show you that she is indeed incompetent and worthless and should be removed from the post. She does serve no purpose. How is it that she never noticed? Given her position, why did she have to go and verify and now she can confirm days after they knew that it's so old, it's stale, it's gone, like the wind, and you were not aware? Make this make sense? But I just wanted to show you guys that it was indeed authentic. It indeed came from where he said it came from. This was literally from the government website, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's unbelievable. That's why I had to share it that way. Let's continue.
Ask you this, Kevin. Tell me the information that she came back with. Tell me how many people didn't hear about this through social media or some other source before she brought this news back to them. How many people? Most people heard about it before she came back.
Everybody don't know already.
Yes.
Yeah. So when she says promise, I've confirmed. That's what I'm saying. She's useless. We don't need her.
No
If this
need
is what
her.
she's coming back to tell us something that we already know because it's out there.
Embarrassing.
That yes,
He needs some
certain
milk.
countries and they put a pause on the processing of immigrant visas. That is what she come back and tell us. We know. The whole purpose of this is to come back and tell us things that we don't know. You don't come back and tell us after we have found out. Listen, as promised, I have confirmed that there is in fact, oh my goodness gracious, a pause in the issuance of U.S. immigrant visa applications from nationals of certain countries, including Jamaica. I repeat, that this relates, what did you say? Okay, I repeat that this relates to immigrant visas only, persons seeking to live permanently in the U.S. This does not affect applications for regular tourist visas, student visas, business visas, or visas part of seasonal work programs, farm work, and hospitality, which continue to be processed by the U.S. Embassy in Kingston. While detailed information is not available, I am advised that the U.S. Embassy in Kingston will provide such further clarity as they are able. So should I get further clarity?
Damn.
I encourage persons with individual or family processes underway and who have specific questions to use their usual platforms and channels to seek updates. Why you not give them the updates then? Since you are seek verification and clarity, why you not give them?
What can go?
And by the way, Kevin, you know what you know. Remember, so there's a rule now, we know that if you apply for a B1, B2, and the other, the H1B, all the other visas, I shouldn't say all the visas, but certain visas that you have to pay, you have to put up a bond.
Yeah,
right?
I remember that.
Me not see which part she come out and talk about that.
No, she never did.
And by the way, you know what she hasn't spoken about? You remember that they had a same-sex couple. That the one member of the couple was transferred to Jamaica, so the partner went out, was supposed to go along, and she went out and said, "Oh, it's against the government." Was up in arms, and then all of a sudden, nothing. Guess what? I wrote an ATI to them. I said, "Tell me if the couple was allowed to come to Jamaica." Crickets, nothing.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors.
Nothing.
Something is not right. Tell about them.
These people are useless. By the way, big announcement now. Speaking of my favorite minister, Kamina Johnson-Smith, this Tuesday, Rattigan versus Kamina Johnson-Smith and the others, that case is going to be heard in the Court of Appeal at 9:30 this Tuesday. So, if you have to say prayers, say no prayers. If you want to make a contribution towards the legal fund, make the contribution. But the case, remember that case? If you have standing to bring an action, because they figure that if you live overseas, then you're not really a Jamaican. Remember that case?
What?
Well, I'm now telling you that case is going to be heard in the Court of Appeal.
What?
This coming Tuesday. So, we shall see. But putting the case aside and talking about this lady, in my estimation, useless like a $3 bill. Useless. Can't spend a $3 bill.
Wow.
She's useless.
Wow.
And I say that based on facts. I want somebody to come read what she wrote and tell me that this isn't
useless.
Embarrassing.
He
needs some milk.
A surrender of her
powers,
duties.
Yeah, or anything at
She
all.
surrendered because this is not what she's supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
And where's the ambassador? Nobody knows.
What's up?
Petra, no, one of ISAT's colleagues, John Clark, is a lawyer. So, Florida Rose said, Joan, please pin the...
Florida, wait. Florida Rose, all you need to do is visit One Jamaica Legal Defense Foundation website, ojldf.net. That's all you need to do. Nothing else. You want to find a donation link?
Good night,
ojldf.net.
Yeah. Just go to that ojldf.net. And the link is everything that you need to do to make a donation, you'll find there. So that's where we are. Let me move this. All right, Kevin, make a boogie now, because we have an hour before this later.
He needs some milk.
I go play this before me left.
Don't ever believe that a politician is a leader. Don't ever believe that. Because the system that we have produces politicians. It doesn't produce leaders. And so you can have a politician who knows nothing about leadership, and he's leading you. Politicians are concerned about the next election. That's all they're interested in. That's why they cannot be leaders. But leaders are different. Leaders are concerned about the next generation. I want you to compare those two thoughts the next time you have a politician come to your house wanting to vie for your vote. Just ask him, what is your vision for my children? I will sit and listen for 20 minutes for you to tell me what it is. He will leave your house. Because he has no interest in your children's children. His concern is to stay in power, to keep the position, to win the next election. This is why they cannot lead. When you are going to have a conversation with a politician, you should actually try this as a test. You, by the way, as a citizen of a community, you have a right to be seen by the mayor. I hope you know that. If you voted for a mayor, the mayor works for you. Therefore, you have a right to see him. You can make an appointment to see any public officer you voted for. Did you know that? That's your legal right. If he don't want to see you, you can take him to court. That's democracy. So I want you to make an appointment to go and see your mayor or go and see your governor and just sit there. I want 30 minutes with you, sir. And ask him about that list right there. And sir, what is your purpose of being in leadership in this city? What is your purpose? The first question will make him very nervous. Second question, what is your passion for our community? He'll be wondering what you're talking about. What are you talking about? I just want to build roads and bridges and provide jobs. No. What is your passion? And this is why we need to question the leaders we have.
What's up, Merle?
So I have a little thought here. I call it politics versus leadership. Let's talk about it for a second. Number one, politicians focus on programs, not vision. Number two, politicians' priority is securing the next election, not securing the next generation. Their focus is different. Number three, politicians are preoccupied with promises, not purpose. What we need is statesmen. Statesmen. We don't need more politicians. A statesman is an interesting human. A statesman think of the next generation.
Perfect. That's how I wanted to end that particular video. Moving on. All right. We need statesmen, ladies and gentlemen. People that actually care. You know what I mean? We don't need politicians. I look like that lady there is a statesman. She's not a politician. I don't want to know how the hell you have a ministry and you don't know what is affecting your own ministry. That's crazy.
And when they got extracted back.
All right. Let me just introduce this real quick. Ladies and wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo VNR. We're here with another one, alright? Now we have Partner Jar TV covering this story. I mean, I had to do it here. I had to do the reaction to this because honestly, Andre was the one that sent me an image of the report on his broadcast, and that's how I found out about this. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this. Mighty God.
I'm just going to give a roundup, Jamaica. And tomorrow night I come with a power pack to show. Do you understand? I'm not going to generally give commentaries tonight, but I have to give a roundup as to what is happening. Today, Jamaica. Today, 2 senior government officials, government workers, 2 senior government officials were extracted at the airport in Montego Bay. And when they got extracted, they were caught with cocaine. They were caught with cocaine, Jamaica. You hear what they were caught with? Cocaine. Cocaine. And producer already remember going on a roller coaster and not staying long. They were found, this one and his counterpart. So he works at the St. Anne's Parish Council as the Chief Financial Officer for the Parish Council. And she works, this is Miss Hemmings, she works at the Trelawney Parish Council. And as we speak, they are at the Cornwall Regional Hospital with they have taken out 70, they have taken up over 70 pellets of cocaine. Over 70 pellets of cocaine between these 2. And when they went to their houses, Additional cocaine was found, and also firearm. You heard? This.
What can go so?
You hear what I said to you tonight? This is what is happening in our beloved country. So I want to know if Mayor Belnavis knows him. And if Mayor Gager knows her. Well, they would have known them. They would have known them. He goes by the name Trevon, and he's the Chief Financial Officer at the St. Anne's Parish Council. And his female counterpart is known as Miss Hemmings, and she's from the Trelawney Municipal Council. Two senior people in government.
Out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus.
Yes, Jamaica. Government officials, quasi people, government officials holding good money. You remember I said to you this week, Jamaica. It was this week I said to you, the syndicate of persons who are involved in the drug trade in this country is nobody normal. I said to you, from government officials to church leaders, to private sector members. Who remember when I said it? To those in the defense force and the police force. And here, Jamaica, you have seen it has been concretized. Remember this week, a senior inspector of police was held with over 30 million. Remember, equally, a JDF officer was held with 28 guns and over 6,000 ammunitions. Remember, the SSL man, the SSL girl, her husband, held with over 4,000 ammunition. Something is happening in our beloved country.
Help. We need a divine intervention.
Prepared for more to come. Prepared for more to come. Over 4 kilograms of cocaine in their belly. Over 4 kilograms of cocaine in them belly, Jamaica. Yes, your honesty, the nice vision board journal party are going. And as the politics start, and they say, oh, teachers start the politics. Jamaica, I want you to develop a greater affection and an affinity for the good things in life. When I contacted and asked Monique to come here, it is because I know that many of you need to organize yourself. 4,000 studies came, but over 500 more persons come in the last 5 minutes I've been here because I'm talking active national discussions. But I am saying, Jamaica, just as I owe talking national discussions for your personal growth and your personal development, what I am giving you, you must appreciate it. Not many bloggers are doing this. Not many journalists are doing what I am doing to find the good things them and carry to honor. Some people would have to pay a $20 or a $30 or a $50 to get what money just taught them. And I got it for you free tonight, Jamaica. I never did a Zoom party. I made sure to make it open for all of you to get it. So when you see I'm having these discussions on health and wellness and fitness and finances, I want, just as how the politics sweet you, let it sweet you for you to develop. Andre, please calm down. Where am you telling me to calm down? That is just my natural passion. Where are you telling me to calm down? Why are you telling me to calm down?
So
what is it to calm down about?
What can go so?
Yeah, you try, but it not going to work.
So whosoever gave them that to get done, or whosoever make Devon or Miss Hemmings carry it up, but Craven choke puppy, and for them to go to the house and find additional cocaine, means that it is a serious ring. What?
Hold on. Me never did know that. So you telling me allegedly not only did they find cocaine in these two individuals that is a part of the government, senior members of the JLP in a St. Anne, you're telling me that them have more cocaine in their yard? You know what I'm saying? Something alright. Something serious I go on in Jamaica, you know? No. Something serious I go on in Jamaica. Andre just said it a while ago. Senior police officer get catch. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite you to really listen to the apostle, you know. Jeffrey Shuttleworth. Because you see, he talked about the skirts being lifted, you know, ladies and gentlemen. And trust me, if you don't think say skirt lift anywhere high yet, no, it has not, yeah? Just believe me when I tell you, say, we don't see nothing yet. We have not seen anything as yet, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I can find it. Skirts being lifted. Chest move ahead. Right? Let me see if I can find it real quick. Pause it right there. So that I like with this now. Just to save time, I can pause it. Yeah? Let me see if I can find this thing. Heed the warning. Exposure. I'm talking about it, you know. Listen up. A word to the wise is sufficient. Chest moves. Let me see which one of them.
A big stick is being taken out, and I'm now speaking prophetically, as I'm seeing it in the realm of the spirit. A big stick is being taken out as a result of that move on Venezuela. A big stick is now being taken out. Yes, or a rod. And so what is actually going to happen is that leaders in the Caribbean, once they see the big stick pointing to them, they will have to comply. If they don't comply, then of course, adversarial or adverse actions will be taken. They may find themselves out of power quicker than Usain Bolt ran the 100 meters. So we are going to be in for some interesting times up ahead. Get ready, get ready. This Caribbean basin, we are about to see a number of changes. Like on a chessboard where you see pawns, because the leaders in the Caribbean, sorry to say, they are pawns. All of them. Pawns. And there are some strategic moves which are going to be made very shortly. As the rook, the king, and the queen, and I put those in inverted commas because there's only one King of kings and Lord of lords. His name is Jesus the Christ, Son of the living God. But think about a chessboard. The leaders in the Caribbean, they are just pawns. And as the rook and the bishop, and when we say bishop, we are talking about the pieces there on the chessboard. The rook, the bishop, the queen, and the king, as they position themselves, even the knight position themselves, we are going to see some very interesting moves and maneuvers among the pawns. And the pawns there represent leaders in the Caribbean. It's a shame that we have allowed, and when we say we, meaning Caribbean leaders, have allowed themselves to be at the place where they are now at, where they are literally at the mercy of these superpowers. It should never have been like that. But in too many instances, because we have turned away from God, and we are worshiping at the altar of Mammon and other gods, we now have become fodder for ravenous leaders who are determined to advance the beast agenda without favor, without fear or favor. We need to pray like we have never prayed before for the will of the Lord to be done, because there are some interesting chess moves coming up in the Caribbean. There are leaders who currently, and I'm speaking prophetically, leaders currently who are in power will find themselves out of power because they will be forced to step down.
You want to hear that?
Or else face dire consequences. A big stick is being taken out, and I'm now speaking prophetically.
All right.
I'm not trying to scare anyone, but I have to speak prophetically as the Lord would give utterance. Island of Jamaica. What is required now is that the entire other things that are happening, even the Venezuelan flashpoint, which is an ominous sign of what is to happen in other Caribbean islands shortly. It's ominous. A word to the wise is sufficient. Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica. We are in dire straits. We need to observe from top to bottom. Observe 3 consecutive days of national mourning, fasting, prayer, and repentance. The church is in where we should have stood as a church. We have failed every day. But that will not be enough. The nation on
The U.S. government.
He has not yet moved decisively. So yes, we have. And feathers are going to be plucked.
Yeah, man.
Wings are going to be clipped. Watch where we read Jamaica. With whom Jamaica has gone into bed when the United States makes more demands, because they are going to be making more demands. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. They are going to be caught between the rock and the hard place. Who are we going to answer to? They are going to with whom are we going to side? With whom are we going to partner? You're going to be between a rock and a hard place also, because there are going to be consequences. He has not yet moved. Any nation that is going to successfully counter this kind of unconventional warfare, which is where the world is now, the position where the world is now at, will have to be underpinned by God through born-again believers. Because I'm only the prayers of the saints, the praise as in the time of Jehoshaphat, as in the time of Joshua, the prayers, the praise, the worship, as in the time of the apostles. We saw what happened with Peter and others. It is as we dig deep that God is going to be showing us the enemy before the enemy shows up. Whatever strategy the enemy is going to use. And through prayers, we can also nullify and shut down. We can also take evasive actions. Systems to malfunction, systems that should not going to be dependent, that it had actually started, but it has started. Get your act together. Clipping of wings. And among the actions we did mention, visa revocation. And we ain't seen anything yet, because high profile persons, and I'm now speaking prophetically, only inside information I have is that which has been released from the throne room above. So God is going to be using the United States to discipline this island of Jamaica. Not just Jamaica, a number of other islands. And remember, all the leaders in the Caribbean basin, or CARICOM in particular, they are tantamount to pawns. That's the prophetic word that was released also a couple days ago. Tantamount to pawns. And they're going to be manipulated. A number of them are going to be knocked over. It is just a matter of time. The only thing that can save them is and among the actions we did mention, visa revocation. And we ain't see.
All right, so this is one of them we more to share. I'm gonna go back to this. Go back to this and just share it. Film that.
Clipping of wings. And among the actions we did mention, visa revocation. And we ain't seen anything yet, because high profile persons, and I'm now speaking prophetically, only inside information I have is that which has been released from the throne room above. So God is going to be using the United States to discipline this island of Jamaica. Not just Jamaica, a number of other islands. And remember, all the leaders in the Caribbean basin, or CARICOM in particular, they are tantamount to pawns. That's a prophetic word that was released also a couple of days ago. Tantamount to pawns. And they're going to be manipulated. A number of them are going to be knocked over, which is just a matter of time. The only thing that can save them is repentance, starting with Jamaica. So as things unfold, it's not just about Greenland, which we will talk about at some point in time. It's not just about the Middle East. It's not just about Venezuela and so on, and perhaps Cuba, and later on Colombia, and the possibility of Mexico and so on. Not just that. But God will be disciplining this beleaguered nation, and then on top of it, there will be natural disasters. Major one coming as well. So this again is a clarion call for the nation of Jamaica to repent. 3 consecutive days of national mourning, fasting, prayer, and repentance. Clipping of wings.
It's a serious ring operation. It's a serious ring. And then they're going to the hospital. That what? Did you listen to what the people say happening at Cornwall Regional Hospital? Producer, Drayden, play what the St. Vincent man saying happening at the hospital. It's really bad, Jamaica. It's really bad.
First of all, there is overcrowding.
Really bad.
First of all, there is overcrowding. There are currently over 100 patients in the area, and it's supposed to house maybe about 35.
Mighty
Up
God.
first this evening, healthcare workers
Mighty
against the system.
God.
Nurses assigned to the Accident and Emergency Department at the Cornwall Regional Hospital staged a protest outside the facility on Friday.
They cited a rodent issue and severe overcrowding, Ramarda Lyons reports.
Nobody is supposed to live like that. I don't care what anybody wants it. Sit down on chair from yesterday, right? And they still want me to stay, but I gotta sign myself out.
A visibly frustrated patient who ran out of patients at Cornwall Regional Hospital Friday morning. The St. Vincent National said the treatment was below par.
I can't live like that. I'm a human being and not a dog.
In the background, similar frustrated cries. Healthcare workers ratting out their management over its handling of a rodent situation. A sign pointing to the emergency area, but the real emergency was on the outside. Others injecting public attention on a long-standing infrastructure problem. Focus diverted from patients like this one. Lines of workers, as long as those in the hospital, of patients waiting for beds. This is the scene inside. Jamaica has long pushed tourism, but beach chairs in a hospital hallway is a strange phenomenon. The nurses said it doesn't sit well with them.
We have to be taking care of patients on the floor. That's not hygienic. Patients sitting on the chair for a week, 3 weeks or more. We don't have enough bed space to care for our patients effectively. That's not fair for our patients. We're crying out here for our patients and for ourselves.
Of course, don't have enough staff to manage all of these patients. Sometimes you have one nurse to 50 people, 30 people. Makes no sense.
The nurses are very distraught. Their health is at risk. The patients are also at risk, and we cannot take it anymore. There are currently over 100 patients in the area, and it's supposed to house maybe about 35.
In excess of over 65 patients, and on Thursday alone, 88 patients waited in the A&E for beds.
And my nurses have to hold patients that is provide resuscitative care on the floor. That is inhumane. And at this time, the nurses just cannot take anymore. We even have some rodent infestation. They have communicated before, and we still haven't gotten a response.
The hospital's management called a meeting about 10 a.m. with the displeased nurses. Following the meeting, they spoke to the media. Dr. Delroy Frey, clinical coordinator for the Western Regional Health Authority, blamed Hurricane Melissa.
Our facility was damaged, and we are now running 156 beds. You can see right away that our bed capacity has been reduced by, over 50%. This has been a challenge for us.
He added,
a lot have been done, but these things require time in order to fix it.
Regarding bed capacity,
we did 1 week to 2 weeks we should be able to get that because administration is moving aggressively to have the area reestablished. We're going to get what's called, a dome that can hold somewhere between 100 to 150 beds.
CEO Shamir.
I'm not gonna allow them to get away with that, How long ago was Hurricane Melissa? So you were damaged by Hurricane Melissa. And you're telling me that the government is moving aggressively to fix the problem after almost 3 months? Yo, listen to me now, Jamaica. You see, them people are the problem, them people are the problem, them people are hold back Jamaica, These are the people that is holding back Jamaica, What kind of nonsense? Una hear this? Brethren, from last year, a Hurricane Melissa, why you still have a rodent problem? Why you still have a problem with a building, a damaged building? Why? You ever heard about emergency procurement? But they must spend $521 million on procurement. If they was to spend $521 million and show the results of the hospital being fixed and the rodents being removed, someone feel so weird, someone feel so bad. But I still raise an eyebrow, but I say, all right, then can show me say, them fix the hospital and the nurse, them not have nobody on the floor, I resuscitate them, and no rat no dead. And the problem then when nurse them talk about fix and the patient no feel like them are animal, they feel like them are a human being. I could really be okay with a lack of procurement when the problem is fixed. But you're telling me that after October 28th up until now, ladies and gentlemen, we still not see no movement. We have to go wait 2 more weeks again. That means 2 more weeks from now. So 3 months it go take before the government respond properly to this situation. Listen me, man. Yo, let me tell you something. You can't trick some of my people some of my time, but you can't trick all away, You remember good.
William Beckford says the rodent issue is being worked on as well.
Since Melissa, you would have expected, given what is happening in the communities, and we're within a community in Mount Salem, that there seems to be an increase in rodent on the compound. But we have our partners, our primary health care, St. James Public Health Services. They are starting a program, and the program should include our campus.
They also addressed the worker shortage.
We have asked our resident doctors who take call from the specialty to be there on the ground to help where their help is needed.
The management says emergency care was not affected by the protest. Ramarda Lyons, TVG.
Jamaica.
Unbelievable.
Dr. Frey says because of Melissa. Dr. Frey, look like you're totally out of touch with the reality.
Out of touch, bro.
Regional hospital.
What kind of madness is
but
this?
Jamaica, you know, say all the rat them move from the city gone to the hospital.
Whoa, we need help, Jesus.
You know, sister, they rat them move from the city in a mobile going to the hospital.
No, this not funny.
You see the entire match go be a rat.
I feel laugh.
Jamaica. When Melissa came, why didn't they establish a field hospital at Cornwall Regional?
Exactly.
Why did they not establish a field
hospital? Look how much equipment they get.
Seeing that they say because of Melissa, why?
Yes. After 2.5 months.
They said because of Melissa, they're in this state, Jamaica.
2.5 months.
So Melissa carried the rats to the hospital?
You're almost 3 months,
Melissa carried the rats to the hospital?
10 days from now, at 3 months.
So they're saying that they're going to aggressively give another 100 to 150 beds. But even another 100 to another 150 beds will not suffice or be sufficient for the crisis of healthcare management at Cornwall Regional Hospital. Or the rats have cancer, diabetes. Or the rats have what? The rats need special care. They need treatment as well. Look like the rats gone seeking care or medication. What is it, Dr. Frey?
This is sad.
But Jamaica, the rats them need.
Ball out! Whoa!
Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
The rats need care. The rats need care, Dr. Frey. So they came to the hospitals. Now you understand why leptospirosis is on the rise and so many people are dying from leptospirosis. Because it's even in the hospital. It's even in the hospital, Jamaica. And the rats weren't there because of Melissa, Dr. Frey. The rats have a long established relationship with Cornwall Regional. The rodents have had an established relationship with the hospital. The St. Vincent man are used to them, the kind of healthcare, you know. Because when Rav Gonzalez was Prime Minister, they got great and efficient care. I don't know if they're getting good care now in St. Vincent. But the man saying he had to sign out himself.
My God.
He had to sign out himself because he has never seen this level.
Nasty. Nasty.
What can go so embarrassing?
See me like a meal. Bad Jamaica. And a little bad.
Bad for true, but me know want to stray from the story. Cause that really coincide with it. But I want to go back to that story, ladies and gentlemen. Zane, I want to go back to this story in this reaction right here. I may have 10 minutes. I give myself 10 minutes to cover this. Now, I go into the details then on that story. 2 senior government employees arrested in cocaine bus at Sangsters Airport. The Jamaica Constabulary Force reporting that 2 senior government officials, a man and a woman, were arrested on Friday at the Sangsters International Airport. Right? In St. James after cocaine valued at more than 5 million was allegedly found in secret compartments of their luggage. Alright, let me just pause this and find it. Put up the picture here. Then we go to display. Display. Go to Facebook. Then we can go to the Gleaner. Yes, the Gleaner. There we go. Alright, and then we'll see. The Gleaner. Here it is. Right, that's so. Right, that's so, ladies and gentlemen. So, this is the story, guys. See? These are the picture. So we can go and pre this. So see it there? Official, right? So it goes on to say that further the police say that the man reportedly told the cops that he also ingested more than 70 pellets of cocaine. Additionally, the police reported that wait. So them catch them with cocaine valued $5 million. More than $5 million was allegedly found in a secret compartment of them luggage. And then there was a further 70 pellets of cocaine ingested. No, them people are not normal. A government worker, them, senior government worker. But they not allow them to go a big drug dealer, them, man. Allegedly. Mighty God. Additionally, the police reported that subsequent search of both the houses of the persons was conducted and that the operation yielded a Glock 19 pistol, 13 rounds of ammunition, and an ounce of cocaine. No. Jamaica ball out. Jamaica ball out. This not normal. This not normal none at all. This not normal none at all. Jamaica ball out. Me say ball out. You hear me say? What can go so? No, sir. Hold on. Wait. Let's go back. Wait. Their identities are being withheld by police pending further investigation. According to the police, around midday on Friday, both individuals were intercepted by Port Security and the Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division at the security checkpoint while attempting to board a flight bound for New York. During a search of their luggage, officers discovered several false compartments containing rectangular packages of the cocaine weighing 9.25 kilograms, police said. The illicit drugs was an estimate street value of 5.4 million. A search of the handbag also yielded a sum of cash in US currency, police added. Following the airport arrest, FNID officers conducted secondary operations at the residence of both suspects, where a Glock 19 pistol, 13 rounds of ammunition, and an ounce of cocaine were found. Mighty God. The police also said one of the suspects revealed that he had ingested more than 70 pellets. He is since been admitted to medical facility under police guard. Watch him, you know. Whoever he is, watch him. This come like a movie in Jamaica. No, Jamaica gone bad. No, Jamaica gone really bad. FNID Director Superintendent Patrick Rose said the police have intensified operations to nab perpetrators involved in the illegal firearms and narcotics trade. This operation underscores the intensified investigation by the Jamaican Constabulary Force to maintain the integrity of our borders and hold all individuals accountable regardless of their professional standings or social status. Only hear that? Politicians not safe. Ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing our mission to further dismantle the network that facilitates the tracking of illicit drugs and firearms, Rose said in a statement Saturday. Investigations into seizure are ongoing. Ladies and gentlemen, the best part of this to me is the man say, this are the officer. Operation underscores an intensified investigations by the Jamaican Constabulary Force to maintain what? Integrity of our borders and hold all individuals accountable regardless of their professional standing or social status. One by one they'll be going to jail. One by one they'll be going to jail. One by one they'll be going to jail, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. That is it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. This is absolutely great news. My goodness. I want to go on this. Fire brigade a pass. Mighty God. How we are bound down? I don't know. Fire brigade a pass. I'm up on the live. I'm up on it. Hold on there. Calm down. Calm down. Ladies and gentlemen, false alarm, false alarm, false alarm. False alarm, guys. False alarm. I thought it was somewhere near me, the on fire. False alarm, false alarm. False alarm, ladies and gentlemen. False alarm. Alright. So, we cover this. We cover Mr. Rattigan. We cover. What else I cover? I don't want to forget nothing, you know. I don't want to forget a thing. What else didn't I cover, ladies and gentlemen? That was a day ago. Alright. What did I miss? Oh yes, started. Hold on there, wait. The thing get kinda serious. The thing get kinda, Lord have mercy, miss. I can't manage. I want to go on so.
People, me come across one video on TikTok, you see him?
Mm-hmm.
So some transport authority try down for 2 female and one take with them vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Normally transport authority not supposed to stop you. By themselves, they're supposed to have police.
Police with them, yeah.
And they said, the lady tell them about some suck your mother they were coming.
Oh yeah. Me know what I'm talking about. Mighty God. All right.
Hey, what's up, y'all? You know where I'm at, right? You know where I'm at? Blooming Garden with the original teacher, one and only Andre Stephen. Big up yourself, my darling. Mwah!
Thanks for the support. Remember to come to Blooming Gardens right here at 9. Come, we can show them. Yeah. Come in at the garden, guys.
This is his beautiful garden, guys. Look at the beautiful plants there. Look at this. And you can see that the plants are well fed. Like, these plants are luxurious and beautiful.
Desert rose, crown of thorns, all of these things.
They are beautiful, guys. Look at all these.
Want, just come up.
Anything you want, 9 Ravina Road. Blooming Gardens, they're pretty, luxurious, getting fed properly. Trees. We have fruit trees, guys. Look at these pepper trees. We have fruit trees. Oh my God. Listen, I ain't lying. The plants are well fed. They look healthy. Okay, and guys, who remember the movie? Catalina. Y'all remember that movie? Here the plant. Listen, you know I'm gonna get me one of these. May I come get me two of the Catalina. These are beautiful. Listen, guys, they sleep at night and come awake in the morning. Yes, so them go to them bed and then them wake up. Beautiful. And as you know, I'm having look at birds them because I'm lovable, so I'm going to have look at birds them. But yes, guys, take a walk and come check his garden out. Beautiful plants. Bring a cash. You don't have a card machine. Come with
not
your cash,
yet,
please.
Not yet, but it will be here soon. It will be here. 9 Ravinia Road. Just come to 9 Ravinia Road at Blooming Gardens and get everything that is blooming. So we have mango trees that are blooming already. Yep. Ready, they are grafted East Indian mango trees and Julie trees.
What?
We have Aki, we have June plum, we have breadfruit,
I go get one of them
have star fruit, we have lime, we have orange.
I go ask Andre how much for all of them mango tree there, you know. Grafted what?
We have soursop, sweet sop, lychee.
Wait a minute.
It will be here. 9 Ravinia Road. Just come to 9 Ravinia.
Talk to me about the mango tree, brother.
Yeah, Road. At Blooming Gardens and get everything that is blooming.
Yeah, man.
So we have mango trees that are blooming already. Yep. Ready, they are grafted East Indian mango trees.
Grafted East Indian mango? No, I forget one of them name. I have to support the business. I forget one of them mango tree there, dog. Boy, people, I don't know no one, but I know what me want. I can't tell you that. I don't know no one, but I know what me want. Me need one of them tree there. No, sir. I want to go there, sir. Behind Trip Fashion Spanish Town. What is this?
When people tell me why somebody send me the video here, she tell me, say, she have a video with something that go on behind Trip Fashion with the whole of water on Morrison Street. And I say, really? So I see the video, I say, blow out now, really. What them come to Jamaica for do? Mash up the country, make as much money as them want and just mash up the country and go long back and see them country. Look upon the water, the amount of water, what kind of water this. What is in this water? And why it have to go out in the road like that? Why they not have proper piping and sewage and them something there? No man, Spanish Town done in a bad condition already, you know, yo, Parish Council, MP, somebody needs to get to the people here. Trip Fashion this are the back of Trip Fashion on Morrison Street. Trip Fashion, I don't care how much money you donate. During the tragedy what happened with there, we don't need to do better. We need to treat Spanish Town better.
So, people, them send a basic school in a West Central, St. Thomas in a lockdown. So, this are the basic school, Pentecostal basic school.
Me just remember something serious go on with the government, you know. Yeah, me don't know what them a deal with, but Me just remember, I want a lady on TikTok where exposed me. I hit me for cover. As me remember about that. Three things we need to play right now. Well, two video from Mama Yaso. Two video from she. So this a video, I have to play that video. Yeah.
So people.
Me work better at night, you know, ladies and gentlemen. Don't judge me, alright? Come on, work better at night. Oh wow. That video there serious. I have to lift that up. I can't trouble that video there. All this. Can't trouble that video there. When the pastor start burning fire. In that video. Mighty God. Right so. Can't move that video there. I have to leave you alone. Massive fraud investigation. I cover that already. This. Oh gosh, man. Oh gosh. You know what? I can stay. Take off this. Can't take off that. You're mad. Can't take off that. Bullet bonanza. That can't stay for now. I'm going to left this on my hand because tomorrow I'm going to check him in. As I wake up and turn on my computer, remember, trouble. You hear me say? Trouble. Alright, now me can't. Alright, wonderful. So, take off some of these things. Anyway, I'm going to try to find the video now.
Newsflash, Jamaica.
This a video. Oh God Almighty, man. What a wicked, hey. Yo, brother. Yo, they have to come down, you know? No, they have to come down. But not tell no lie. Them have to come down. It too much now. It too much now. May I tell her that? It too much now. I wonder if I should make this video behind the scenes. Ladies and gentlemen, you know so I'm going to end the live, yeah? Because I'm there about 3 hours now. 3 hours and 22 minutes now, sir. I'm going to make that video behind the scenes. I'm going to use my phone and make it. People have a good night here. You're going to rest up. Because you don't know so look more. When the series starts from Mr. Dr. Daz, you know a problem. The word is love here. God bless you now. And I'm out. What is under my nose? TikTok. I'm out. So tomorrow, yeah, when everybody fresh and ready in the afternoon.